Warhammer.
Penis!
What's up, everybody?
With tennis shoes.
Winner.
What's up, everybody? It's yours truly, Phoenix Fallen Angel,
Trap.
the creator of the Essence, and this is episode 11, or maybe 11. We actually don't number these, but this is the 11th installment of Dungeons and Dumbasses Final Fantasy Edition. How are y'all gentlemen doing?
We're alright. We're
Hungry.
hanging.
Hello there.
Hungry.
I'd have to be two people to be
You just
General
ate.
Kenobi. What?
I said hungry.
You fat fuck.
Hey, you guys, so would I be considered in direct contact if one of my personalities has a fever but the other ones are alright?
I don't think that.
What?
I don't think that even works.
One of my personalities is showing symptoms of COVID-19, you guys, but the other ones are feeling just fine. So does that mean that we're still okay to play games?
I think y'all should be 6 feet apart.
How can I? He's right here.
That's not
Okay.
what he's referring to at all.
It's done.
It's
It
done.
doesn't taste good at all, Oni-chan. Anyways,
Anyways.
so I'm yours truly, the host, Phoenix, the Fallen Angel. Sometimes playing as Finikusu.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Because
Plays
sometimes just
Finikusu in
didn't.
real life.
No shit.
So my right hand side, after humiliating his party, who are you?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joseph Warren, also known as the Rig of the Essence.
It's Joseph Warhammer.
It is not Jason Warren.
And in front of him, we got.
Hey guys, it's Mike Jones, the chef with the double F for finer foods. How are you?
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, final. What?
Final what?
Final
No.
fight!
Wait, final. What?
Round one. Fight.
And to his left, we got.
What
No one
up?
fucking cares. I'm kidding.
This fucking dude.
Now, what's up?
What up? What up? What up? It's Renegamer, aka Imperium, who's now possessing Sora as my champion. So
Do you still have your baby teeth?
yes.
Nice.
What?
Nani? So, just a quick recap, for Mr. Warhorn here, because he's actually been out for a couple episodes. Just about everybody died.
Yeah.
Bane here died twice.
I died once.
First time very humiliatingly,
Yeah, fuck
and
you.
the
Yes.
second time very quickly and swiftly. So this is his third time
It took no
resurrecting.
effort at all.
Well, actually, that death you can actually blame on Imperium over here.
Coming up with all these fucking rules. Draw 2 times 14. Goddamn. Stack on 150 cards. You know, motherfucker.
Synchro summon.
Oh, freaking mad because he lost the game.
Yeah, for real, he fucking summoned Exodia to Uno. Don't ask me how he fucking did it.
How the fuck is something Zodiac Uno?
I don't know, but the nigga came out holding one card and was like, oh no. Just slid into fucking action.
Can I see your 5 pieces of Exodia? Looking at.
He fucking
I summoned the great.
Hey, that's the one way to beat the game. On Exodia, you win. You know?
cards are on my side, Yugi boy.
So, like I was saying, a quick recap. Just about every character has.
You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
Yeah, third world countries.
What?
What?
Euthanasia.
What? And just like that, we lost the YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about young kids in Asia. What are you talking about?
What?
Save our children. Hashtag.
There we go. There we go.
We will relieve the false
Even the Asian ones.
There's people excluding them?
Yes, apparently so.
I'm
Wait,
sure.
you weren't?
Well,
You weren't?
Jesus! Oh, God, we're never gonna get
Hell
monetized.
yeah. Fuck no.
No.
Hell no.
We're far from
No,
that
but
now.
okay. So aside from everybody, from most characters dying,
it's like
Bane
an
died
old
twice.
Disney movie.
He is to be resurrected, maybe? Question mark. Imperium has already been resurrected, or I'd say reincarnated. Really,
I don't know how many more fucking times I can come back to life, my nigga. I must be a cat. My next character should be a fucking cat, dude.
It's gonna be beers.
He's still gonna die.
Don't give me any ideas. You probably would.
Black Steel died. I don't think you ever met Black Steel.
Yeah.
That was Devon's
Negative.
character.
There was a whole movement about how to ride
Wonder
it.
Boy passed away. He was a blind swordsman played by Joel, aka Meatwad.
Blubber.
Yeah.
Or what's that guy from Superbad? What's his name?
Jonah
Flubber?
Hill.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Jonah
Played by
Hill.
him.
Jonah Hill.
3 days after shaving fresh.
And all of Revan Aster is destroyed, essentially.
Jesus.
Oh, Mont Blanc is dead.
Oh, yeah, Mont Blanc died.
Mont Blanc, no!
And you know one who killed him?
Juan.
Yeah, here's
You
truly.
monster.
You monster.
He put him in the museum with the other bunnies.
Oh, yeah. Luckily, you
I got
can't.
his foot for a good.
However, you don't have to see it anymore. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So,
He's gonna be. I hope somewhere in this episode there's.
What about the homie O'Dallin? Is he
Wait.
okay?
who?
What about the homie O'Dallin? Is he okay?
Oh, Sam killed him.
Sam actually fucked him to death, I think.
Actually, no, he burned his house with him in it.
Jesus!
So,
Everyone's dying.
all because he.
Yeah, luckily the kid got away
Oh,
from this burning building.
oh,
Oh God.
yeah, but yeah, like it's. Yeah, it got pretty crazy. Is there anything else that you might want to know? Any person you might want to know about before we continue the session?
What about the guardsman in front of Clancy Terry?
Oh, he was the first to go before my fight. You can blame Bane for that one.
Did you at least claim the bounty on his head?
No, he just sent him to the underworld with some big ass skull.
Yeah.
He just ate him whole.
He had a bounty on his head. He could have at least claimed that. Fuck.
I claimed the head.
He claimed the whole thing. There's nothing left for that nigga.
I have his soul. Your soul is mine.
So, but yeah, other than that, everything else is pretty normal. Everybody's just kind of been dispersed around the world and shit. So, we will start this episode by y'all deciding y'all's alignments. Who would y'all like to begin with? Would you like to begin, or you like to begin?
I'll let you begin so I can see what you're doing by example.
Okay, cool. And then, you okay with that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, cool. So before anything, do y'all care to speak at all, or are y'all together? Like, actually, no, you still need to be resurrected. So you're back to being that little orb.
I'm back to being Kenny. Dude, I'm Kenny, dude. I keep dying. They keep bringing my eyes back, but I keep dying.
Every freaking episode.
So, from this point on, after the events where you destroyed your party, you were actually sent to the Great Giruvegan Crystal by the Acuria.
Is that a save crystal?
No. But they do wish to speak to you. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, after a long time, are y'all ready to go to what's left of Evilise?
Yep.
I guess.
Alright, cool.
Freaking mad.
So we begin our journey in the Giruvegan Crystal, and you are speaking now with the Acuria. You Imperium can kind of see the conversation, but there's no way you can intervene.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay.
watch.
The same thing with you. You're actually in the void, which is essentially like hell, the underworld, whatever you'd like to call it.
The further.
Awaiting for for you to be roll called by the Acuria.
I'm nervous. It's okay.
And so the Acuria wish to speak to you. Do you care to conversate with them?
Where the fuck am I?
Hello, Joseph Warhorn.
Who are you?
We are the Acuria. We are undying.
The Acuria, you said?
Yes.
You mean like the one guy who thinks he's a ghost?
We are actually higher superior beings than yourself. You are nothing but a mere mortal.
Damn.
I kind of figured that. I mean, I never claimed to be a god.
Try to be.
Yet you are in the presence of one now.
Am I dead or what?
No, you are about to, but we decided to spare your life.
Well, that's reassuring.
We believe that you are one of the crystal. Please pardon me. It's been a very hazy.
I'm a safe crystal?
No, you are within the Giruvegan crystal. This is where the Acuria reside. Beings like Imperium.
Crystal.
Yes.
So if I hug you, I can save my game?
No, that's not how this works.
I choose to hug the Acuria.
Roll a d20 and beat a 10.
This is a D20? No, this is a D20.
Stupid. No, that was a D20.
Oh, I have two D20s, okay. Three.
So as you try to hug it, it just hovers over you, and now it's just floating.
He just goes,
Like, nope.
Could I laugh?
yeah, roll a d20 and beat a 15 to laugh.
Roll a 20 and beat a 19. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so Joseph, this is a serious matter.
Beat a 19.
Okay.
So we believe that you are one of the warriors of light. I suppose you don't know what's happened in this world. Your beloved city of Rebanasta has been destroyed. Most of your party members have died. Many great warriors have fallen.
Well, as much as that sucks, I kind of just want to go home.
We actually have news on that. Midgar is actually part of this world now. Some being that I don't think that you've yet to meet yet, named Finikusu, somehow managed to bridge all the worlds and universes together, yours included. The city of Midgar is now part of the world of Evilise.
Why did y'all allow that? Don't you have full control of everything? Why'd y'all allow that to happen?
Well, almost full control. We're a neutral party. We care not what happens, really.
So you've allowed worlds to collide.
That is correct.
Boy.
So I can return to Midgar now.
You could return. Now, you actually returning to your own universe, that is a whole different story. See, as you know, of course, Midgar is obviously part of the world of Gaia, the planet that you reside on. Only the city itself has been brought here, not your full world.
So can y'all, like, grab the city and send it back when I get there?
We could. But we don't wish to.
If I hug you, will you?
You already tried that.
But it's a rather nice hug. I heard you feel refreshed. Apparently I'm a safe crystal.
We're going to be completely honest with you, Joseph Warhorn. We don't believe that even with our combined strength, we have the strength to defeat Finikusu. Therefore, we need you.
How would that... He's immortal, apparently. And kind of an asshole, from what I've heard.
You don't know anything about this character, do you?
Not really.
You should probably have a talk with Imperium. He's had more one-on-one, I guess, clashings with him, if you will. A very peculiar figure.
Clashings, you said?
Yes. Well, you see, as we said, that city of Rebanasta, where you resided in for such a long time, is completely destroyed. There's nothing left of it.
What about the hunters in Clan Centurio?
No longer exists. Mont Blanc, gone. Monid, gone. Clan Centurio has been reduced to nothing but rubble.
Okay, so their spirits should reside here, though, correct?
Well, see, that's the thing. Part of your party decided to align themselves with the darkness. See, essentially there are two factions. Even higher than us are two higher deities. One of light, materia, and one of dark, spiritus. They decided to join, I guess, in lame Star Wars terms, the dark side.
What exactly is Star Wars?
It's a franchise that's been milked by this company called Disney, and by saying that, we've probably been demonetized.
It's actually in one of the universes floating above. We've only seen it because Finikusu combined them all together. It's one from
A galaxy
America.
far away.
America. It's from America.
Goddamn.
Why am I hearing random voices?
I
your
don't
conscience.
know. But
Assume roleplay, please.
But in all seriousness, with that being said, we don't know how strong this being is, but he's been making short work out of everybody, and to be honest, we're just neutral creatures. We don't care for conflict. The things that men and mortals put themselves through, that's their business. We care not to interfere.
Well, I guess... Was my family brought to Midgar?
Wouldn't you rather find out yourself?
Yeah, I would.
You'll probably have to go there yourself. Remember, we are deities of Evilise, so we don't know much about Midgar. We know the city exists in there, but we cannot guarantee that your city is there. You'll probably have to travel there yourself.
Alright, so... y'all have anything else for me here, or...?
There's just one more question. And quite realistically, quite frankly, we really don't give a shit about your answer.
Goddamn.
So, what path will you take, Joseph Warhorn? The path of light or the path of dark? Will you meet with materia? Or will you meet with spiritus? You don't really have to choose either. You could just choose to walk away from it all, but just know, each has its perks. With that being said, after this conversation's had, we advise you that you should probably meet up with Imperium, seeing that the rest of the party is out, Y'all are going to be on a mission to come here, but y'all must come by y'all's own means. We gave you permission to come here, just so we could speak to you. But we seem to believe that this conversation with you has been less than fruitful, and quite pointless, if I'm being frank.
I'm just an old retired guardsman. I guess let me go ahead and speak with the forces of light before I return home.
So you'll speak with materia then?
Yes.
Well, farewell, Joseph Warhorn, and we hope you do well in this world, and we will let you speak with materia then, and fates be with you. Alright, cool. And so your conversation with him ends, and then you get beamed up, not like Scotty, to speak to materia, who you will have the conversation with in a few. Bane. Now we cut to you, my friend. We find you
Hello.
in the void.
Oh god, again.
You are nothing but a dark orb, very upset.
I have like a very pissed off orb look on my face. I have a very pissed off orb look on my orb.
While in the void, a portal opens and you see the familiar appearance of Finikusu. And he walks through and he wishes to speak to you.
I pretend not to notice you at first, just not to seem desperate. Oh, hey!
I didn't expect you to be back here so quickly, Bane. What happened?
Well, to be completely honest with you, I didn't either. Once you go orb, and how they say,
You never.
yeah, you never go back. Something about being black.
Man, guys, first the Asians, now the blacks. We're definitely demonetized.
Wakanda forever, bro. I'm not saying nothing bad. Yeah. Cancer.
Oh, the Black Panther died. I forgot about that.
Thanks, dickhole. My favorite fucking superhero. Anyways, off
Some
that.
uneducated. Well, he died of butthole cancer.
God damn it.
His butthole.
Ironic, I guess? Not really?
Wait,
That
what?
just kind of sucks.
What?
Ironic.
Ironic.
What the fuck?
You know something about him we don't?
What were you doing around his butthole?
Jesus.
And
You
why
see, I really wanted to be in the Marvel movies, okay?
Well, we
that's a
know
joke.
why you didn't.
We know
Well,
why.
we know why you were gone for 3 episodes. So first you have an
He
affair
was
with
marketing.
Vaughn. Hold up. So first you had an affair with Vaughn, and then you have an affair with T'Challa, the Prince of Wakanda.
Vince Vaughn, he wanted to be in Wedding Crashers.
Now I'm just confused. What the fuck's going on?
Clearly you've been confused. Anyway.
Anyway.
So we continue the conversation between Finikusu and Bane, and he's like, well, Bane, there's only so much I can do for you, really. At this point, I think you should meet with the Akuria, and they might be the ones to grace you with a new body. But I can't guarantee that you'll still be able to do anything after that. It's up to you. That, or you could just stay here stuck in the void and just rot, I guess. Until you're nothing less than nothing, really.
I want to play coy and pretend to pull something out of my orb pocket.
Orbs have pockets?
Yes, this orb does, and I want to jot it down and see if there's any room in my calendar.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll a d20 and beat a 5.
6?
Nine.
A
Nine.
9. Okay.
Okay, so like, in a very orbish way,
In a very orcish way.
I want to like rotate my orb to motion like he's pulling something out of his pocket, and then rotate back quickly, and then turn away. Okay, giving him the back of my orb. and saying, "Let me check my calendar to see if there's any room, please." Because, I've been very busy down here talking with the other fucking orbs.
Do as you wish, Bane. Do as you wish.
One moment, please.
Are you sure warp schedules are open all the time?
Being sarcastic. It appears that I'm free right now.
Well then, off to the Akira you go. And he snaps his fingers, and when he does that, portal opens. You just get sucked into it.
Okay, Thanos.
And when the portal opens, you just very orbishly appear to one of the Akiras, and you actually mistake it for Imperium at first because he showed you his true form. So how do you react?
As I look up from his bosom, I say, "Oh, sorry, sir. It is not nice to see you."
I don't believe we've ever met, Bane, of the land of Jahara. We are the Akira. Do not mistake us for Imperium. There's more than one of us, and more powerful than you, so...
You just low-key call him racist?
Did you call me racist?
Roll a d20 to find out. No, I'm kidding.
You end up being a 20.
Yeah, beat it, brother, dude.
So, what brings you here, Bane, to our world?
Well, man, I've been having some issues with my orb recently, and I feel like I really need a new body.
Well, unfortunately for you, we don't care, and not only that, we can't provide you a body. However, we may be able to transport you to someone who will possibly be able to give you a new body.
Please do, thank you.
Who do you align with, Bane? Why do you exist?
To be an orb.
Well, aside from my excelling career in orb pathology and orb gynecology, I've dabbled in both.
What?
What?
It's just like being a dentist. Don't worry. I'm actually here because I'm very scared of Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay?
Yes, he is a gentleman that I feel like you should meet one day if you want to meet true power. And he yells at me. He yells at me a lot, and it kind of scares me. And I just really need to get the things that I need to get from Mr. Ramsay, because Papa don't like that bullshit.
Oh my. You're more pathetic creature than we figured for. However, we feel for you, and we're kind of curious to how your plight with Phoenix is going to take place. You seem to play a very important role, and he seems to keep utilizing you for whatever reason. He finds you amusing. If it's any comfort, so do we. But that's all y'all exist for, art and entertainment. So with that being said, do you care to meet with Spiritus?
Yes, please.
So you align with the darkness or the light?
Darkness, bitch.
First of all, watch your mouth or you will catch these Akirian hands. Secondly,
Catch them hands.
ta-ta.
You gonna catch it?
And you get sent to the other realm to where you can speak with Spiritus.
Boy, if I didn't leave that in my other orb, I would have had his ass.
I had his ass.
And they look, and now the Akirians with to speak
Who
to
is
you,
that?
and they say, Imperium. Yes.
I was headbutting my eyebrow.
Go with them. And, just keep an eye out for them. Will you?
Alright, well.
Okay. And so you go off with them, and all three of y'all, this time you actually appear more like a ghostly form of yourself, but you can see you physically, but you can tell you're faded. But it's actually your Gara form, and you actually see yourself being able to actually see your body. And all three of y'all are now in the same room. Do y'all care to conversate with each other? Y'all kind of seem to be in a I wouldn't know how to explain, but it's almost like a waiting room. Also, like, have y'all ever seen Harry Potter? And
hey, you guys, check me out.
That train station scene, wherever Harry gets killed.
Yeah,
It kind of like that.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah, it's a spoiler for a movie that came out years ago.
Stupid.
It's almost
for
like
the younger generation.
it's almost like there's clouds. I guess what you imagine it being heaven,
Limbo?
but it's almost like
Cloud is here?
a waiting.
Clouds.
Limbo?
It's like a waiting room, and all of y'all are just and y'all all manage to see each other. Do y'all care to conversate before Spiritus and Materia care to speak with you? Y'all see that there is like one single door, and something tells y'all that y'all need to go through there, but y'all feel the necessity to have to conversate with each other and potentially catch up.
Hey, Bane, have you seen the retarded rabbit?
Which one?
Which one?
The one.
There's
that
only one.
The one we tried to fight the Judge Magister with.
Oh, I don't know, man. To be honest with you, he was last he was seen, he was trying to fuck some butterfly, and he like ran off into the bushes somewhere. I don't remember.
That sounds like Greco.
Yeah.
That does actually. Joseph, it's been a while since I've seen you.
Slowly pulls rifle out.
Well, what are you doing?
I've not seen you. Outside RP, I've not seen your true form yet.
Oh, that's right. He hasn't. So I want to show him my true form.
You see that you that you try to show him your true form, but for whatever reason you can't.
But public indecency is still illegal.
So wait, he's in Sora body right now, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I've got no clue who you are right now.
Oh,
Back to
sorry.
RP. Who are you?
Imperium.
Oh shit. Sorry. Puts rifle back on shoulder.
Yeah, you missed a lot.
Apparently some spirit lady was telling me something.
Yeah.
I tried to hug her, she backed away.
Well, obviously she ain't no damn safe crystal.
I don't know. She told me I was a safe crystal, apparently. I thought she'd feel rejuvenated.
Yeah, I know it's been a while because you're acting like stupid right now, but...
Hey, you guys, check me out. I'm a ghost.
Oh, Bane, what happened to you? Oh, wait.
Well, I could tell you, but then I'd be an orb again. And I don't want to do that.
Orb again. What?
Yeah, I was just an orb, you guys, before I got here.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was in the void. That's probably why.
Why were you in the void? Matter of fact, why are we all here?
I was sent by the Akira to watch over both of you.
Oh.
Because obviously they think I need to hold y'all's hands to walk through the darkness and light, but whatever, I guess.
I'm just trying to get a new body because, you know, obviously I'm dead.
Twice.
You died?
A couple times.
Yeah, you missed a lot.
Yeah, fuck Greco, bro. Okay?
That was like your number one homie. What happened?
He's a bitch. Okay? He shot me.
And I lost.
Because he doesn't know how to fucking roleplay. Like he doesn't hear shit. Fucking bastard. That's why our DM has to take us outside now, because kids don't know how to fucking play fair.
Okay then, Bane.
And well, I lost Nero when the city exploded, so...
He lost Uno. That's what happened.
What is this Uno you speak of?
Oh.
Anyway, so you lost your old body then.
Yes.
So you can just possess anybody then, correct?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, we tried to do that back at the Judge Magister's fight.
Yes.
Matter of fact, you were the last one to get through that. What happened there?
Yeah, a lot. Which fight?
The Judge Magister fight. I just remember throwing a potion. Next thing I know, I woke up in a fucking spirit world.
Oh yeah, that was. I tried to possess him. It didn't work.
Well, at least you tried.
Yeah, and well, after that, it's just hell broke loose. I can tell you that right now. And then after that, we went to another fight with another judge, and explosion happened, and
Yeah, apparently Clance Interio's gone.
yep. And I lost Nero, and I just lost myself, honestly, because I made a promise to Nero, and I can never fulfill it anymore. So
Well, I mean, why did you take over Nero's body?
I made a promise to him when I possessed him that he wanted to be the strongest warrior possible. So I wanted to fulfill that promise with him. And then, sure enough, it never happened. And then I needed a new host, so the Akira helped me find a better champion, a more fitting champion. So I found this one, Sora.
I'm not familiar with this body at all.
I'll gladly show you. I proceeded to show the Keyblade.
And as you see the Keyblade, it is a beautiful. Is it the Kingdom Key?
Yeah, the first one is.
Yeah, you see like a beautiful giant, like it looks like a key, but you can clearly tell that it's a blade. It has a beautiful golden hilt. The blade itself is silver with a small keychain protruding from under it, from right under the hilt.
This.
I know what a Keyblade looks like.
I'm describing it for the listeners, sir.
Oh.
That's cool and all, but how's that a weapon? You're just gonna beat somebody to death with a giant key or what?
You'd be surprised what this thing can do.
Duly noted. I'll stick to my rifle.
Suit yourself.
DM intervenes. You find
Hey, I was a Dragonborn. Hey, I was a Dragonborn also. I was purple.
Oh yeah, he was a Dragonborn for a little bit.
The fuck is a Dragonborn?
A dragon dude.
The fuck's dragons?
Mm-hmm. We getting these big
By
old
the way, I
orangey
know
things.
outside RP, I know what a Dragonborn is, but RPing because that's not a thing normally.
Oh, sorry guys. It's this thing where they get together, they soul bond with you, and y'all have like these big old sex parties.
You're a fucking slut dragon, Morty. You're a slut dragon.
Alright, back to RP.
I'm Slutty Rick.
Goddamn.
So, with that being said, you don't care to question, referring to alignments and stuff like that. You don't think maybe that's a necessity to have to ask, like, who everybody decided to align with?
I wouldn't have a reason to ask that because I haven't been in the last adventures.
True enough.
Outside RP, so inside RP I wouldn't know.
True.
So I wouldn't even know Bane's betrayed the party yet.
That's true. I find it
And
strange
he
that you
doesn't
don't...
either.
I don't know either. Or
He just came in on a portal and saw me dead. Remember? He saw me the last time I was dead.
True.
but they told me about you though. How?
True.
And
Okay.
I haven't said nothing. I just said, hey guys.
Okay, so do y'all care to continue to conversate, or do y'all finally wish to meet with Materia and Spiritus?
I'll go ahead and meet with Materia.
I followed through.
Are you ready to meet with Spiritus?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So, as y'all finally finalize the conversation, y'all see that the door opens, and then there's a long hallway, and do y'all like to walk through this hallway?
I'd like to Naruto run through it.
Yes.
I would like to float.
Okay, cool. So you float, you walk,
Obviously.
and you elect to run. And
Naruto run.
even better.
No.
You activated my trap card.
And so as you continue walking through
Hallway trap.
through the hall, you start to see light, and it starts becoming a blinding light. But as you're floating down the same hall, you start seeing darkness and almost like a reddish, blackish, like tint in the air or whatever. And even though y'all seem that y'all two are walking down the same hallway, y'all end up in two different rooms. Which one of y'all elects to speak to the higher deity first, Bane or Joseph Warhorn?
I'll let Bane go first.
I'll go.
So, Bane, you finally walk into this room, and like it's like a weird like mist in miasma in the air. It's like a reddish, blackish tint everywhere. It seems like the floor is tile, but it's like a black, molten, like almost like coal, kind of like tile. And as you walk, there's like a small, like I guess you could say, not really so much like an altar, but it goes into like a throne, and sitting upon it is what you presume to be Spiritus. Now, the best way to describe Spiritus is he's probably like easily 7-8 feet, completely red skin. He kind of looks like an Oni. For those who don't know what an Oni is, it's like a Japanese demon.
Got it.
He has like somewhat longish horns. He has yellow eyes. Kind of looks somewhat similar to Darth Maul. Has like black tribal looking tattoos all over his body. Long white flowing hair all the way like across his back. a very menacing looking figure, and he has a crazy looking sword. It's almost like half sword, half club looking thing. Do you elect to speak to this being?
Man, I ain't scared of nothing. I elect to walk right up to the gentleman, reach my hand, ghost hand out, and say, "Excuse me, sir. May I have a moment of your time?"
You actually wish to shake his hand?
I do.
Roll a d20 and beat a 15.
20.
20. So describe exactly how you go and approach this.
Float up his stairs, eagerly, willingly, yet assertively. I put my ghost hand out there, and I say, "Excuse me, sir. May I have a moment of your time?"
He looks at you real serious like at first, almost menacingly. And then he gets a small, and then he grows a grin. He's like, "Yo, Bane, I've been expecting you." And he extends his hand and he shakes your hand. And you see that the moment he shakes your hand, you stop being a ghost and you actually materialize back to flesh and bone. I've heard much a story about you, Bane. You know, for being simply a Gareth from the land of Jahara, you excel and you've got great potential in magic.
Hey man, thanks.
With that being said, why do you keep on getting defeated?
Well,
I don't mean to come at you disrespectfully, but a man of your talents must not be defeated in combat so easily. I myself am kind of dazed and confused.
Punch him in the dick.
I had arthritis that day I was rolling. And gravity didn't like me that day either.
That makes sense. I see how has not been invented yet in Evilus.
You know, so in my head there's an imaginary hand that rolls dice, Mr. Sir, and it wasn't rolling right.
Call me by my name. I am Spiritus.
Alright, Spiritus. The hand in my head was not rolling the dice right, man. The goddamn dice was everything. One. roll a D1000 and roll a dice with 1,000 sides, and I still get a 0.
You know, it's kind of ironic. You are like Phoenicius. You are aware that this is all simply a game, and I like that much. You don't take everything 100% serious. But yet you go through and have such passion. But tell me, Bane, why choose the dark side? What do you gain pleasure from hurting others or destroying others?
Are we speaking away from
Yes.
Yeah, we're not here.
Oh, nobody else is in this room.
them? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Man, I'm gonna tell you the plain truth, man. You know, I just like jacking shit up. I really do. It just makes me feel so warm. It makes my little black heart just pitter patter with joy. Otherwise, it's usually pretty lifeless.
Understood. See, I share that same thing with you. However, I do it on a grander scale of dimensions. This could be you, Bane. Do you see this behind me?
It's a chair.
It is a beautiful throne. You could be the one sitting here, of course. However, you can't continue to fail me, Bane. And Phoenicius also, he places a lot of faith in you. Why, I don't know. But maybe it's because, like me, he sees the great potential in you.
Well, I tell you what, man. You give me a shot this time around, I'll give you a guarantee that I'm gonna give it 110%.
Well, I actually
I
have
can't even say that was
good news for you, Bane. I reject your offer because I have a gift for you. A new body. However, it is a body that I have created myself. Let me explain to you how this world works. I am at war with Materia, which is the goddess of light. Fuck that bitch, first of all. Secondly,
The song goes out to the bitch who broke my heart.
I've been trying my best for years to let the world envelop in darkness. And so me and Materia have kind of had a deal of sorts. We bring out champions. We choose the best of the best in our dimensions, and we allow y'all to fight each other. And the winner takes all. I want you to be my champion. However, the bad news that I do have for you is although I have all this power, I really don't have any jurisdiction in your world. Not as much as you would think of it. I cannot give you your old bodies back. However, I can give you this new body, which is actually the body of one of my most trusted council members. There are 15 total. I can give you the body of the 13th council member, Caius Ballard, one of the most strongest and fiercest champions that I have that they don't even know about. So, you could take his body and join Finikusu, and y'all can finally lay waste to this world that needs to honestly go to shit.
I would like that very much, please.
Be warned though, Bane, that this is your last chance. Should you fail, that is it for you. And you will be sent to the void. And that is essentially death. Because eventually you will rot. And you will be nothing but a mere afterthought.
A hollow orb.
Not even. Orbs have forms. You will be reduced to nothing.
Gordon Ramsay doesn't like wine reduction.
So, what do you say?
I agree, and I wholeheartedly accept this gift.
Then take this. And he stands up finally from his throne. And he points behind you, and a clear casket appears, and inside is the body of what you presume to be Caius Ballard. Now, to describe Caius Ballard this is a man about 6 foot, very stocky build, has a ridiculous looking sword. The sword I'd actually describe it looks similar to, if anybody's ever played Soul Calibur, Soul Edge. The sword, it's like a giant, ridiculously, the blade's about as wide and as tall as you. And it has like an eye in it.
Like a pyramid head sword.
Essentially, yes. But you can tell it has magical properties because the eye in it is ever blinking, like almost like it's observing. You're draped in blue and black. And he's like, be gone. He pokes your little orb form, and you go and you crash into Caius Ballard, and you feel yourself start like fusing in with the body. And now the transformation is complete. So, do you like it? Is it to your fitting?
Yes.
Go now. Go. Meet up with Finikusu and meet up with the other generals. There will be, aside from Finikusu, there will be another 14 more. You will take the 13th seat. Now, afterwards, I know that you have a tendency, and I don't blame you for this, not everybody fights fair, but you're not exactly the fairest fighter in the world. With that being said, do whatever it is necessary to win. However, we do believe in honor. I don't know if you're aware, but Rebanas's been destroyed. I think you should pay respects to your fallen comrades. Be gone, Bane, and do not fail us, and I wish you the best on your future endeavors. Now go. Do my bidding. Okay. And now we go to Materia. And as you enter the room, it's, the floor, it's beautiful, pearly white tiles, pretty much all around. It looks very clean, very, very luminescent. As you see the throne in the center, it's golden. And then sitting in the throne is Materia, and the best way to describe her is she looks like, I guess, what a goddess would look like. Very luminescent. Like, you can make a figure that it is a woman, but you can't tell 100%. You know what I'm saying? You know, like light emanating from her. You know, very radiant, very beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, every weeb's fucking perfect waifu, essentially. Celestial waifu, I guess, if you will. Do you elect to speak to Materia?
Holy shit, you're hot.
Why, thank you.
Didn't think that would work. Anyway, the Akira told me to speak with you.
Yes, I was told that you cared to align with the light.
I do, but I'm just an old guardsman who wants to go home at the end of the day.
Then you don't care to align yourself with the light?
I do. I have an idea that would help, but that's something I gotta solve when I return home.
Do not lie. Something tells me that your heart resides elsewhere.
My heart resides with my family that I haven't seen in a long time.
So you wish to return to me?
That would be my main wish, yes ma'am.
Well, I have great news for you. But I'm sure the Akira has already let you know. Midgar is actually in this giant world of Evilise now. You should go there.
Are my son and wife there?
Your son we can confirm. Your wife I cannot.
Wait. Why not?
I don't know what you want me to tell you. I'm not the one that disrupted the balance. That you would have to take up with Finikushi.
I still don't know who that is.
You
The
will
Akira
meet-
told me about it.
You will meet him.
Alright, where's Imperium at?
He's outside of this room, if you care to speak with him. So you will align with us?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all will have a meeting discussing the terms of, you know, war. War is upon y'all. You are our champion. Or one of them, I should say. We believe that you are one of the warriors of light. And that your legacy will continue to live on. So, now go outside. Go to Imperium. And discuss what we have told you. And may the fates be with you. Also, your comrades have fallen. I think it would be respectful for you to pay your respects to their legacy. A lot of great men were lost, and women, of course. And the whole city is gone. And I think right now that this story that y'all have been through is quite crazy. As a person that's only been seeing from the outside looking in, I can't imagine all the emotions and all the overwhelming things I've been through. But some of the bodies were found, some of them weren't. Nonetheless, they'll be holding a ceremony for all those that have fallen. I think y'all should go.
Do I have any way to return?
Yes, we will return you to Revenasta. And then from there, if need be, I believe the Akira will allow Imperium the ability to teleport to Midgar. And you'll be able to see your family. Go.
Thank you.
Be safe, Joseph Warborn. And thank you. We appreciate your service. Okay.
I walk outside the room.
Alright, cool. And you wish to say something?
Is that, I was trying to see where was I at, like it was outside.
You were outside was outside waiting in
Yeah.
the room. Okay, cool. So y'all finally returned from the hallway that y'all had gone through, and now you see Akaius. Now you see this guy return, and he has a similar aura. Like, you feel like he's Bane, but clearly he looks totally different.
Huh? Who's this guy?
Rifle drawn.
Hey guys, it's me, Bane.
Keyblade drawn.
Okay, new body I see.
Yeah, it seems to be an ongoing thing around here.
Everyone's getting new bodies.
Mm-hmm. We should try it.
This world is weird, man. I re-shoulder my rifle.
It's
Disappears.
liberating.
Disappears.
Okay.
So where am I going?
So now y'all notice that where y'all came from, there is another door, and y'all see that it's kind of split. Like, half of it is it's a beautiful radiant light illuminating from it, But on the other side, it's like a dark miasma, like almost like a black mist, just kind of like pouring out from it. It's almost like a gate. Like y'all would need someone to just open like the humongous door open, which I believe Imperium probably has the power to do so.
What's this? And then my Keyblade shows up.
Okay.
I don't like the look of that door, Imperium.
Well, I guess we could just open it.
You hear a voice and you recognize the material. It is all right. It is safe.
Go for it, Imperium.
I point my Keyblade, and a little white light emulates, and it shoots to the door.
And as it shoots it to the door, you see it almost like a keyhole appears, and you hear it clearly unlock, even though there's clearly not like an actual keyhole there, and it opens. And when y'all walk in, y'all see that there is a round table with all types of different figures there, but you count in total, just like Spiritus had said, on one end where the darkness is radiating, there's 15 with a 13 seat seemingly open, waiting for you. And in your case, you see that all your seats are already filled up, but there are 2 seats open. One seemingly, but you feel like welcome. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't feel, you don't feel threatened. You feel like you feel comfortable and you feel enabled to go sit. And even like some of the champions there, they're enabling you like, hey, we've been waiting for you. Come on in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, do y'all elect to go to y'all's respective seats?
I guess let's go sit down, Imperium.
All right.
Bane, you coming?
Yeah, let's go.
So as y'all are walking, y'all notice that even though y'all realize there's only 2 seats, and then there's an empty one on the dark side. And y'all see Bane heading towards that direction.
Bane, what are you doing?
Just need y'all not to worry about me for a minute, y'all.
Rifles are drawn.
And y'all see that both Materia and
I'm
Spiritus
undercover.
both appear, and they're like, we will have none of that here. Besides, y'all's weapons are useless here. This is not a place of war and fight.
He's not lying. I can't summon my Keyblade.
Well, I can't seem to pull the hammer on my rifle anyway.
I'm undercover, guys. Damn.
And so, y'all take y'all seats. Do any of y'all care to speak to any of y'all's champions? Y'all will all get the opportunity to speak to one champion. And y'all must select from any number from 1 through 15. With the exception of you, you're the 13th champion, obviously. So do any of y'all wish to speak to him before the actual meeting begins?
I choose number 2.
Number 2. So you wish to speak to Firion. So you see the Firion, there's not really anything remarkable about this young man. He just looks like a typical, knight almost, long, white, flowing hair. And how do you approach him?
I walk up and ask, what is this room exactly? Apparently I can't even use my weapons, I was told.
You are Joseph Warporn, yes?
Correct.
We've been expecting you. And he extends his hand out so you can shake it.
I choose to shake.
Okay. He shakes your hand and he's like, a meeting's about to begin. War is upon us. And we need all the champions, necessary.
I may be an old man, but war is my name.
That's so cheesy.
I'm bullshit.
But he's like, you know what? You're a funny lad. I like your spirits.
Oh.
Take a seat, man.
Do I get to talk to anybody?
Can I rifle butt him?
Roll a d20 and beat a 20.
No.
No.
Okay. So do you take your seat?
I go to my seat and sit down.
Okay.
I like to talk to, I guess, 6.
Number 6. So as you approach, you see that it is a very nice-looking young lady. But she's actually in a mech suit, almost like a Gundam-looking thing, but it's bipedal. It almost kind of looks like a mech Pacific Rim version of like the AT-ATs from Star Wars almost. But this is a much younger, fair looking lady, also white hair, and she introduces herself to you as Terra. Hello, Imperium.
Hello. What's going on here? Like,
well, as Firion over there was telling Joseph, war is upon us, and I think Spiritus and Materia just wish to, explain the rules and whatnot.
well, it's war happening. Well, I hope for the best, honestly.
Well, I mean, I guess we'll just have to listen to see what happens, I suppose.
Of course. I go to my seat then.
As he's
Bane.
about to sit down, I kick his chair out.
For real? Both of y'all roll a d20, and whoever wins gets to decide what happens.
Not you.
Oh no, it's CJ. No.
No, don't.
4.
20.
Oh, so you get to like what happens.
I see him do this, and I whack him in the back of the head. Like, really, dude?
I kick him in the dick after he hits me.
Oh man. Okay. So now we continue on, and Bane, do you elect to speak to any of the champions? You can pick any number from 1 through 15, except for 13. You can let it, if you do elect to.
If I like to speak to myself like Johnny Depp and
Well,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
well, I don't think it would say much, but I mean, I guess that's an option.
What now?
Well, I can tell you, man. Wait, what? I can tell you. No, I can't do it. Who would be the most knowledgeable one?
I may not tell you the most knowledgeable, but I could describe some to you and see which one you care to speak to.
I want to speak to the scariest looking mother ever there.
So, as you approach to the 6th champion, he goes up to you, and you notice that this man is dressed like a wrestler, like a clown.
Okay.
Face paint and all. And he comes up to you, he's like, "Hello!
I'm already
I am Kefka
This shit's
Palazzo.
coming, yo. Do not like clown.
I am an emperor of the Gestalian Empire.
I was gonna say Gestapo.
Are you?
We need girlfriends.
Mock him.
We need girlfriends. I am Skexy.
You mock me? A general of the Gestalian Empire? Preposterous!
Me and Imperium proceed to laugh our asses off outside of the table.
You two dimwits. I have taken over the world where I come from. Isn't that right, Terra? And you see Terra's face, the champion that you spoke to, and when she says that, she kind of just looks away.
Hey, don't you disrespect women, bitch.
You want to tell that to my face, fat boy?
Warhorn.
I draw my rifle. I run up and rifle bum in the head.
Roll a d20 and beat a 15.
Oh, 15? Shit.
15.
15. Okay, so describe how you do it.
I run up and just rifle bum in the face. Then I return to my chair.
Why you? And you see he starts like glowing, like almost like a dark looking orb. Like
Has he
you can tell.
already hit him?
Yes. And he tries to.
What is the spirits thing online with?
Which one?
The
The goddess.
Materia.
Materia.
Yes.
Materia, he disrespected women.
And Spiritus appears. He says, "That is enough."
I kick Spiritus in the dick.
Roll d20, beat a 20.
No. I feel like that's gonna end badly.
Yeah.
And so he's like, "But he hit me." Sit down. Kefka. He says, "Bane, please behave."
You better listen, man.
And Kefka looks at you. He's like, "I think you and I are going to get along just fine." And
I
as,
lean over to Imperium. This is solid gold.
Was that necessary, Warren? Really?
He disrespected woman.
Yeah.
I can't agree with you, but at the same time, I can't help but agree.
and so as the meeting progresses, you know, you see that the god, you know, the higher deities are speaking, you know, and they're giving the rules,
It's
you know,
raining,
just
men
typical.
starts slowly playing, and I jump on the table.
This guy. And they're speaking about the rules and, you know, enabling what's going to be possible, what's not going to be possible. And as the meeting is going on, the doors just fling open, and y'all see a dark hooded figure enter. And you recognize, well, both of y'all recognize this figure as Fenikusu.
Who the fuck is this bitch barging in here?
Warhorn, chill.
And he just kind of just walks slowly onto the table.
I'm just like cool, like leaning back.
I throw a blue potion at him.
Roll a d20 and beat a 17.
Can I activate my ability to stop time for like instantly?
You're Star Platinum now?
Yes, roll a d20
You have the
and
same
beat a
type
10.
of stain as the world? 14.
14,
I
okay.
would just like to stop the blue potion midair and just be like, bro, chill.
I haven't even thrown it yet. I have to roll to throw it.
Yeah, he didn't throw it yet.
Oh, okay, well, you're like reaching right
Okay.
now, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm like, stop. Give him a minute.
How did you do that?
So he's the same type of stain as Star Platinum. So I stopped time with Star Platinum.
And Phoenix is like, I'm digging the new body, man.
Hey, me too, man. He's got abilities and shit.
Can I counteract that with my stop spell to make sure that it doesn't stop?
Spiritus and Materia at this point are clearly upset, and they're both like, that's enough! Fenikusu, what business do you have here?
Yeah, what business this bitch got in here?
Warhorn, enough.
And he just kind of looks at you, and he's like, so you're Joseph Warhorn.
Warhammer, sir.
If you must know, I'm the person who brought your world here.
Why?
Because, my friend, this is all just a game.
You're
And
a
I find
game.
this amusing.
You're not very amusing.
To you, maybe. But to others, you know. Am I not the reason you are here?
Why are you here, Phoenix?
My great grandfather many years ago ran the greatest church to ever live. I refuse to see you.
Oh,
as
you mean the
anything.
charlatan paladin that lied about everything? The one that was lost at sea?
He was found. And don't disrespect my family lineage again.
You're right. Why disrespect your family when I could just get rid of the one you have now?
I kick him in the dick.
Roll a d20, beat a 17.
If you do, I'm gonna laugh.
Wait. What's the name of the guy that's on the side of again?
Materia.
Materia, can I kick this guy in the dick?
No, we want to see what purpose he has here.
I'm curious too on why he's here.
Do as you wish, but
I look to use my quickening. I'm sorry, little one. And I throw Imperium at him.
Roll a d20 and
Wait, that's a waste of a quickening. Never mind.
yeah.
Yeah, that is stupid.
So he looks at you and he's just like, well, as you already know, I'm just here to keep the story going. Almost quite literally. I suppose this is the part where I do the cliche thing and, you know, let y'all know why I'm here to begin with.
Be nice.
You see, I come from a world where this is who I am originally.
Shows a picture
And
of
from
Christ.
behind him, he brings out, you know, almost from nothing, he pulls out the body of a black dragonborn. And he just kind of tosses it on the ground.
What the fuck is that ugly looking thing?
What is that?
But Joseph, don't you recognize it? And he looks at you, and he kind of like, as y'all lock eyes, when it happens to you, you kind of start getting all these memories and these flashbacks from some other D&D sessions prior. Almost like another Joseph Warhorn. And you recognize that black dragonborn as Phoenix, and all the adventures that you went on him with him. and it all just hits you at once.
You served with my great grandfather.
Exactly. But see, I like that you mentioned that your father was found. Or your great grandfather, whatever the fuck you got.
That lineage is really fucking old, to be honest.
Would you like to know why only you know that part of your story? That he was actually found? According to records, it never happened. And would you like to know why? I come from that world originally. I come from a world where I live an endless loop of the same story that never ends. That is why, as All Might would say, I am here. Because I solely live and exist in this world with this sole purpose of keeping the story going. I keep adding. I keep taking things away. The story is never gonna end, and y'all will continue to play my game. Y'all are in too deep. And that is the sole reason why I brought your world here. Now you have a reason to play my little game. Now you have a reason to want to chase after me, to want to kill me. You're too invested. Time after time again, you return to this world with what need? None. But something in your little mind and your little heart keeps bringing you back. As ludicrous and ridiculous as the story has become, you know it's true. And that's why I am here.
All that time to think. All that time to learn the knowledge of the great beings. And you still choose to be an arrogant bitch.
This is so serious.
You know, well, your opinion of me matters not. It doesn't matter. Eventually, all this will be mine. I will even have material and spirits bound down to me. They won't touch me because they know that I happen to be one of the champions as well, to an extent. I'm neutral for now, but I will tune my alignment soon enough. However, Bane, I have a job for you.
Yes.
I have more important matters to attend to. He picks up his Dragon Ball body and he puts it back like in his void pocket, whatever. I want you to be stationed at Midgar.
Deal. I've always wanted to go visit there.
You will be stationed there, and
That's my buddy's place, ain't it? Isn't that where you're from?
Yes.
I'm excited to go. Come on, pal. You can show me around.
I don't like the sound of this at all.
oh, you'll be going by your own means, Bane. You are to conquer the city and take over it. Whoever's not willing, you know, to accept the terms of our rule, eliminate them.
I would like to turn towards Fighter Fister and tell him and just look him straight in the face and say, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag, y'all.
My city and my home will never fall. I'll walk back to my seat.
What about your house, Mike?
Sheesh.
I'll walk up to Bane and rifle butt him since I can't shoot him.
I use my ability to stop time again as he's mid-butt.
Both of y'all roll a d20, and whoever has the highest number elects what happens.
It's a 20. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that is
14.
What is it?
And 6 or 9? I can't tell those
16.
dots. 16.
Okay.
It's just I can't tell.
That's a 6.
6.
Okay. So you elect to rifle button. Describe how you do it.
I rifle butt him in the face as he falls to the ground.
Nobody
My
says I
city
fail.
and my home will never fall. I return to my seat.
Warhorn.
Spirits just helps you up. He's like, Bane, just wait. You will get your opportunity. And he's like, Fenikusu, who do you align with? Look, man, I don't sign with nobody. I'm just here to do my thing. Ain't that right, Bane?
I suppose.
Are you bleeding?
No.
Venegas is like, well, Bane. I guess to add insult to injury and to make up for that, take his family. Hold them hostage.
You won't get shit from my family.
Spiritus looks at y'all. He's like, I could teleport you to exactly where they are.
Yeah, go ahead and do that, bro. And I would like to just flip him off and just have my hand be the last thing through the teleportation hole.
Okay. So then he said, however, before anything, he's like, remember, we do believe in honor. He will get an opportunity.
I would like to flip him off with my good hand.
You effectively flip him off.
Okay.
Spiritus and Materia both, even though clearly they don't like each other, they all look at you and they're like, this meeting, nothing came fruitful of it. However, all sides here have lost great men. The city of Rebanastre is completely gone, both good and bad people alike. So, we will teleport the three of y'all to Rebanastre. And if y'all would like to, they're having a ceremony for all y'all's fallen comrades. And we say y'all because you were a part of the party at one point. However you may feel about them, you at least pay your respects. They are the people that failed you, essentially.
Okay.
So with that being said, do y'all elect to be finally, go back to Rebanastre?
I guess we're headed to the city ruins.
Yeah.
So as y'all go back, all three of y'all are together, essentially. And y'all see that now the city is... He's the only person that hasn't seen the city, so he's not... For y'all, it's literally sitting in ruins. All the beautiful architecture, all the beautiful beings. No, y'all are in Rebanastre. It's a beautiful city, and smack dab in the center, in one of the wings, what used to be the West Gate, if I'm not mistaken, there's a statue of the judge that y'all fought, and he's standing there proudly. And aside from that, y'all see that everything else is just in ruins.
Yep.
Everything's destroyed. There's nothing left of the city.
The guardsmen have failed this city from the looks of it.
I think the guardsmen have failed the guardsmen in this one.
Don't speak, traitor.
Hey man, that was all a part of the show, bro. How do you think we were gonna get out of there? You can believe what you want to, but I mean, we're all here, aren't we?
Alright, guys, y'all chill out.
Look here, father. Put a quarter in you.
You're his daddy, Imperium?
Apparently so. I had to save him.
No!
Had to save him twice, apparently.
You didn't save shit. Because I still died twice.
Apparently neither of y'all could save shit. The city's in ruins. What the fuck happened?
Well, you can't save shit either. Because there's no save crystal.
What?
However, you're kind of confused as to where the ceremony is supposed to take place, considering there's nothing here.
I read in the newspaper that it's supposed to be the same day as Stan Lee's service.
Oh, rest in peace, Stanley.
Rest
in pieces by now.
Yep.
Chadwick Boseman too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Channing Tatum.
This guy.
What?
It's fine, dude.
So now that y'all are in the city of Rebanastre, where do y'all like to go? Or I guess I should say the Rebanastre ruins.
Well, let's find his service.
Is there still a Rebanastre strip club?
No. There's nothing in this world exists. However,
There's no
maybe,
Rebanastre
just
access.
maybe y'all could start remembering the whole geology and the whole geographical landscape of the city.
Well, over there where that big old flaming pile of carcasses is where the library used to be. Yeah, so we can start there.
Bang, you can still resurrect the dead, can't you?
Meanwhile, they're all in the back and I'm like this, and they're all singing under the sea, under the sea. But then zombie.
God damn it.
Like, oh, sorry, and they all just fall down. My bad.
That's gotta be some form of disrespect, man.
No, it's.
You forget this is Bane we're talking about. He doesn't care.
Yeah, this is, what is it called where they like get off to dead people?
And And as y'all
Jesus.
are doing y'all shenanigans and trying to look for the city, y'all see a figure, and both of y'all recognize this figure. This is a dark-skinned figure with a giant axe, and he's like walking, but like kind of almost like limping. And he's approaching y'all, and he's like, "Black Steel," and he just falls.
Who's this guy?
He said black steel. He
Never
doesn't
heard-
appear to be made of steel, so I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
Hmm.
This is odd.
Would any of y'all like to elaborate on who Black Steel is, or would any of
I
y'all
would
have
like
any
to
recollection?
ask him if he can breathe.
Go ahead, conversate with him.
Black Steel, can you breathe?
I'm a thug.
I proceed to pull my rifle and shoot him.
Roll a d20 and beat a 5.
Oh, really? A 5?
8.
Elect how you shoot Black Steel.
I shoot him in the kneecap.
Guys,
Could I implicate?
wait, my hands are up.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Can I throw a tire into Target?
A
What?
tire.
There's a target here
I would
now?
like to riot Target.
The city's in ruins already.
You shot Black Steel for no fucking reason.
Oh.
I demand a TV right now, you motherfucker, and justice for his knee. I need 12 TVs and 17 packs of diapers.
God damn it.
Could I,
Yeah, we'll
could
get
I
kicked
use,
off of that too.
Can I use cure on him, or is he already dead already?
I just
You
shot him
can
in
try.
the knee.
You can try to
He
cure.
just died instantly from a shot in the knee, dog.
So roll a d20 and beat a 10.
I meant
Try.
that all in good fun, guys. I meant that for those all live
That's-
peoples.
God damn it. Oh shit. Double
Reroll.
try. 15.
15. So
I get my keyblade, I go, cure, and then
I jump in front of the beam.
and the spell happens to go through, but just enough for him to sit down and like stand up. To stand up in front of you, and he's like, "Thank you," and he falls on you. Do you like to catch him, or are you just gonna let him drop?
I'd let him fall, bro.
now I'll catch him just to see like what's his deal.
What's
And
his
you
name?
do recognize this character after all. This is the character Blacksteel, who was Wonder's companion.
Wait a minute, I recognize him. Aren't you Wonder's companion?
Yes, it's me, Blacksteel.
What happened to you?
Well, I shot him in the kneecap.
After there was an explosion and when the judge magistrate got there, we tried to get everybody to evacuate. And there was an explosion and
Relax.
Here, drink this.
Check his
I hand him a
temperature.
blue potion.
No.
and
Check
he's
his temperature.
like, no, this is it for me. I help save the people. That's all that matters to me.
Where's Wonder?
Oh, he did.
He's dead. And he kind of, just sheds a small tear, and he just kind of rubs it. He's like, I'm Black Steel, I'm a thug, I don't fucking cry.
God damn.
But my nigga is dead. Wonder, please save the people. Imperium, I'm sorry, I'm delusional. Please save our people. They are in Lowtown of Rebanaster. That's where all the survivors are.
We better get there, Warren.
Was I a good soldier? Was I a good companion to you? Did I serve you well in battle?
I pushed Imperium to the side. You were the greatest soldier I've ever met. I never got to truly know you. Good job getting civilians out.
I pushed them both to the side and be like, you still got to come to work tomorrow.
Bane, you're a dick.
You did this.
I continue to push his head underwater.
What?
Jesus.
They weren't even near water.
I piss in a hole and I push his head into that.
For real?
Yes.
Roll a d20, beat a 15.
Oh God!
I shoot Bane in the leg if he attempts to do it.
What is it?
3.
Oh.
I get stage fright and can't pee.
Ignore
And
him.
he's just like,
Ignore him. He's on drugs, but
How the
farewell.
fuck you gonna hit me? You shot him in his knee. You
Yeah, you
I thought he was the enemy.
He's like,
And now he's the best soldier you
damn
ever
it,
had.
Steven, I hate the fact you said that.
he looks at Joe, he's like, I just have one request.
What is it?
Take me back to my people. And if possible, bury me next to Wanda.
Yo, people.
That's the only request I have.
We'll fulfill that promise.
Thank you. And it was a pleasure serving by your side. And as that happens, Black Steel, a member of y'all's party, has now passed away.
Plot twist: Black Steel was from Europe.
God damn it.
So y'all remember, obviously, being part of, the fact that y'all lived in Rebanassa for a long time. Obviously, y'all know where Lowtown is. So do y'all care to go to Lowtown?
I think we are out of Black Steel's request.
Yeah. Doesn't fulfill his promise.
Okay. So y'all go to Lowtown, and sure enough, like you said, all the remaining surviving civilians are there. And out of all the people there, y'all see that everybody's outside of all their houses. Remember that Lowtown, it's almost like all the houses are like apartments, all interconnected within each other in an underground city, and everybody's outside, some with candles, some with magic lighting up as they are parading some of y'all's fallen comrades.
Everyone's survivors.
And y'all do notice that there are some people that y'all do remember that somehow managed to survive. You see that New is there. Miguelo is also there. And they're
Why
just
no?
parading.
The little diabetic boy that lived up the road, he made it.
The one that Sam tried to murder?
No. Actually, yes. Yes.
Oh wow. Yes.
He lived in Lowtown with the ghost. You
Yes.
talk about yes, yeah, he lives in Lowtown, and y'all see that they are, that they are parading. They have obviously they're carrying the caskets of, ready to to be cremated. Some, the soldiers, and at the very forefront of all of it, y'all see a clear casket, and there lies a peaceful, fully restored dead Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc.
Dead Mont Blanc.
Yep. So, now that y'all are down here, what do y'all like to do?
I would like to get his foot for good luck.
You would like to get Mont Blanc's foot?
Yes,
I will shoot you.
Roll a d20 and beat a 15.
Nah, I hope I get the 15.
Oh no.
Reroll.
Good catch, by the way.
7.
Man.
So you got a lucky 7, but not enough this time. So, as you try to do it, one of the guards just kind of like pushes you back, just kind of shoulder bumps you, like, you will not disrespect the great Mont Blanc. Traitor. Actually, well, never mind. He didn't say that because he wouldn't know that you are whoever you are.
We got to fulfill Black Steel.
I walk up to Mont Blanc's casket and I press F to pay respects. That's a Call of Duty reference.
Roll a d20 and beat a 1.
See, when you get a 1, I swear I'm gonna laugh.
I still technically beat the one. I rolled a 14.
Alright, cool. So pay F for respects. Do y'all like to
sorry,
speak to
old friend.
anybody, or are y'all just gonna enjoy the ceremony?
I would like to nod my head in respect, and that is all I would like to do.
Okay, so
sorry.
you're just gonna enjoy the ceremony, not fuck with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
As I'm there, I'm sorry, old friend.
I would like to
I walk away.
fulfill Black Steel's request. So, he's still.
And New goes up to you, and he's like, "Wait, is that?
He's Black Steel, yes.
Oh no!"
He was one of the
And he gets
guardsmen who got the civilians out, from what I was told.
And he gets really upset, and he's like, "Well, here," and he kind of does like you see like as he pulls his small little hands out. He starts doing like some weird magic spell. He's kind of putting his hands together, like almost like kind of like elongating, almost kind of like when you grab clay and you're trying to like stretch it out, or like masa for tortillas and you're trying to stretch it out. And he makes a clear casket, and he's like, "Please put him in here quickly."
That put Black Steel in the
And as you put him in there, he closes the casket, and he finally is now he's fully. Well, I guess what you would assume looks fully healed.
But he got
But-
yeah.
Obviously, he's no longer with us, and he's like, quickly, him too. And it just so happens that the moment that they grab him, he just happens to be right behind Wonder's body also. What time?
I would like to walk up.
I smashed Wonder's casket.
You want to smash Wonder's casket for real?
No.
Okay.
I would like
to
I would
pay
like
respects to both Wonder and Black Steel.
Okay. Roll a d20 and just be the one.
14.
Okay. What do you say to them?
You've done amazing work getting these people to survive down here. And for that, everyone my respects.
And as their bodies are being taken away, into the beautiful clear caskets and this beautiful solemn, but we will get there. And a solemn, the next body that you see is Nero's.
Nero.
So what do you like to do?
I like to smash Nero's casket.
You do that, whack with my keyblade. It's simple.
Do you like for it to smash Nero's casket?
I throw a blue potion at Nero's casket to make it the greatest casket ever made.
Roll a d20 and beat a 10.
My old body.
His old body.
I had the potion to Imperium. This will make him the greatest casket if you believe hard enough. You gotta believe in the heart of the dice.
Roll a d20 and beat a 12, my friend. What did you roll?
A 12.
A 12? Okay. So, how do you like to do it? You beat the 12, so how do you like to do it?
I'm quiet first. Like I said, I lost Nero, so I'm quiet. So
Trust me, Imperium. If you believe hard enough, it'll do what you wish.
then I throw the potion with an emotional force.
You could have just dumped it on the casket.
And then hell no.
Turns into
Rainbow casket.
You are now Medea.
But I put on the casket, but holding back my emotions about losing Nero. So
And as you pour, the potion into the casket, you see that it starts turning into like a simply beautiful, like pearly white, like casket, adorned with gold, and and in Latin, it has the word strength. And the guards are kind of surprised and not understanding, but they're like, one of them looks at you. He meant a lot to you, didn't he?
more than you know it.
He was a very brave man. He was actually the final one that went toe-to-toe with Judge Bergen. He will be a legend, and may his legacy live on.
Of course.
And, we were actually very upset at first, but I think this casket is very fitting on him. I think we will have to do a similar one for those two gentlemen right there, Wonder and Blacksteel. Excuse me, good sir. Do you happen to have any more of those potions?
I do, but you have to truly believe in the potion for its work.
May we have them and try?
I have-
Or will you do us the honors of pouring them?
I didn't know them well enough. I just know they were good soldiers. It wouldn't feel right for me to do it.
I'll pour out.
I shoot Bane in the foot.
God damn it.
I would like to do one more thing to Nero's casket.
Go ahead.
I would like to block it. That way he'll be in peace.
Roll a d20 middle.
5.
Okay, so describe how you do it.
I flash my keyblade, and of course the people like, ooh, they're like amazed by it. So I aim at the casket, and a light hits it, and you see a keyhole, and then you hear a click, and That's all.
And as you hear it click, you hear a familiar voice. And it says, "Thank you." Okay, so with that being said, the ceremony is almost close to being through. And I suppose, like, as a DM intervening, this will be the perfect time to say that we have lost Black Steel, clearly. We all have also lost Wonder. And y'all have lost Bane. The final casket that they are taking is your Dragonborn body. And for what it's worth, at the time you did try to, take care of the city. Do you like to do anything special or particular to your casket?
I like to shoot the casket.
He gets first action, being that it is his casket.
Honestly, I'd like to. Y'all probably won't let me do it.
What?
Use your necromancer magic and make it dance.
Oh God.
I was gonna have the ground open and swallow that.
Do it.
Roll a d20, beat a 5.
That's actually pretty epic.
What is it?
Have the ground open up and swallow the casket.
Oh God. That's terrifying.
Roll one.
That's terrifying.
1.
Did that even roll?
It did. It just kind of slid, but it is a 1.
Yeah.
First roll.
So
You don't like me again today, sir.
so you clearly try to use some kind of magic, but when you try to do it,
It's just
nothing
this dude that hung
happens.
on the shoulder.
However, you see that a portal opens up from under it, and the portal looks oddly familiar, and the casket just falls through and disappears.
Oh great. There goes the casket.
You made a doll out of it.
That'd be funny as shit though.
And so, with that being said, now the ceremony is finally over. The only casket that they have left up in memoriam of the city is Mont Blanc's. Do y'all like to approach it?
I'll approach it with you more.
I guess I'll walk up to it one more time.
I walk up to you.
I'm right next to him.
Okay. Now that the three of you are there, and now, his casket is there. Up to this point, you've already heard the stories of how the battle went down with Bane and, and Mont Blanc and everything. So, how do y'all react now that y'all have this legend in front of y'all? Ironically preserved and dead, much like how he had a lot of his gaming trophies.
Out of respect, I would like to pull out the 2 hard-boiled eggs I had for lunch and set them at his feet.
Roll E20 and beat a 5.
At least beat him 5 this
He
time.
will always be our Easter bunny.
8.
You put 2 eggs at the front of his casket, along with all the other relics and gifts that have been placed at
I
his...
put each of those eggs between his big toes.
Okay.
The giant question mark just appears above my head.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to suggest something for Warhorn. Why don't you put your potion on his casket, like you did Nero's?
Turn into a giant.
It's clear that you had a connection with him, so it's only right.
It was supposed to be my one way to get home. Wouldn't hurt.
Be right, yeah. It wouldn't hurt.
I pull out the potion. I pull the lid off of it.
It's your call, Warhorn.
And pour one out for the dead homie.
Giant sunflowers gonna appear in rob houses.
I place the cap back on. I set it down next to Mont Blanc.
And you're not sure if you actually heard this, but you hear a familiar voice, or at least you think it is. It says, "Thank you, Koopa."
I burst into tears.
Oh, man.
Would you allow me to do the same thing what I did with Nero?
Lock him home.
Alright. So, could I lock his casket?
Roll a d20 and beat him.
4.
Wait, did Mont Blanc ever give me anything?
No, not that I remember.
Didn't
Aside from
I
money.
get a Clans and Cereal badge though?
Yes.
I place my Clans and Cereal badge within the casket before he locks it.
Okay, so you wish to lock him away?
Yeah, before or he can.
Yeah, I placed my Clan Centurion badge next to the blue potion.
I rise my Keyblade up, and again, a little light hits the casket and here locks it.
And now y'all know y'all definitely hear this. Thank you, Kumo. Okay. So now Nu, and he explains to you that Nu is, I guess, essentially one of the few survivors of Clan Centurio. Nu is kind of like a Bonga, kind of like what Miguelo is, but he's significantly shorter. He's actually about as tall as Mont Blanc One. And he shakes your hand. He's like, "Hello, I'm Nu. You're Joseph Wolfhorn, yes?"
Yes, I was.
He extends his hand for you to shake it. And you see it's a tiny little hand, so you try not to hurt him, or unless you want to be a dick.
That should be.
I placed a blue potion in his hand.
And he's like, Mont Blanc spoke a great deal about you. He really respected you as a warrior.
He was a good man. He didn't deserve to go out like that.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Not at all. So, with that being said, I am told that you are supposed to go to your hometown,
Yeah.
Midgar. Well, I'm here and pleased to tell you that we can actually provide you with transportation there, if you are willing to take it.
I'll take up the offer because I have no clue where I got placed in this place.
He's like, "Well, here you go, mate." And he gives you a map and marks where Midgar is, where y'all would be, once passing the ruins. And
Look at him. This would be great if I could read.
And you see that he has two little, what's it called? Like two little, almost like voucher type things. And they have these two birds painted on them that kind of look like ostriches.
Sure.
And he's like, "Go get yourself some chocobos, Cooper." Wait, why did I say Cooper? Sorry, I must have been thinking about Mont Blanc.
How dare you use Mont Blanc's one after I've upon him?
Oh, Peripheral?
No.
Okay. And he looks at you and he's like, "All right, mate, just go save your city."
I head towards where I pick up a chocobo and get ready to head to Midgar.
And he's like, "Do y'all need anything?" But he sees that you're walking away. He's like, "Wait, before you go, you should probably go talk to Miguelo. He's been worried about you."
Noted.
So before you leave to the Chocobo stables, do you elect to go speak to Miguelo?
I like to speak to Miguel.
Well, if it isn't Joseph Wolfhorn, I thought you had passed away. I'm happy to see that you haven't. Looks like we won't be able to have any potion class anytime soon, huh? You see he's clearly trying to make light of the situation.
Well, Miguel, looks like we ain't, but here, I brought you some. I toss him a blue potion.
He's like,
Study that, see what it can do.
definitely, most definitely.
Anyway, do you have any idea what happened to the city after the explosion? I heard there was an evacuation.
Well, really the evacuation originally was only because the church was appearing. Other than that, there was just a big explosion because due to the death inside, that's about as much as we know.
What about the rest of the party we had left the city with before everything happened? Vaughn, Amalia, and that other weird pirate guy.
They're off doing their own adventures. As far as the people in your clan, they just kind of disappeared, just kind of like you did.
Alright.
So, my boy, I'm sorry about your loss. We all lost a great hero. All we can do is just hopefully relive his legacy, and hopefully that lives on. With that being said, I wish you the best on your travels and be safe. Please take care. I mean, I need an apprentice, after all.
I'll return soon. Hopefully a chance to rebuild Clan Centurion, but for now I must go home.
Please take care. All of you. And he departs from y'all, shakes hands, even hugs some of y'all, like a bro hug type thing. And as y'all are finally walking off, y'all see a familiar portal and Fenikusu appears. And he's like, "So, it was a beautiful ceremony. Wouldn't you agree?
What do you do?
You've destroyed an innocent city. What do you want?
Hey, bro.
I didn't destroy. What's up, brother? I didn't destroy anything. That was all the judges' fault. You can blame Bergen for that. Really, you can blame Imperium over here.
You know the
Would he have
Bergen-
defeated it in time, you know, you might still have a city.
Can I say something to Warhammer?
Go right ahead.
The Bergens wouldn't be so much trouble if they just got to eat their trolls.
I look at Bane with confusion. I don't know what that means, Bane.
Wait, what?
With that being said, Bane, we still have a mission.
Yes, we do.
Let us be off. And he snaps his fingers, and they both go through a portal, and they disappear. And you remember that they were, that he was going to Midgar. So now you feel the necessity to have to go.
Fuck, Imperium, we gotta go now.
I got your back. Let's go.
All right, cool. So do y'all like to go to the Chocobo stables?
Yes.
Okay. And the person running the Chocobo stables is another Moogle, much like Mont Blanc. And he looks at, and you see that he has on his little name tag, his name is Gertie. And he looks at y'all, but this one, like Mont Blanc, has wings, but this one's actually always constantly flying. And he looks at y'all, and he's like, "How y'all doing, Kupo?"
I'm doing alright. We have a couple vouchers here.
He looks at him, and as soon as you see him, he bursts into tears and just starts crying. And he's like, "Are y'all clan members?"
We were.
Mont Blanc was my brother.
Can we call it something other than clan members?
Oh,
Can we please call it something?
clan hunters. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Members of Clan Centurion.
There we go.
There we go.
I don't want to be a clansman. I don't want to be a clansman.
But anyways, he just looks at y'all. He's like, "Kupo, Mont Blanc was my brother, and he would speak very highly of y'all. So anything y'all need, Kupo, just let me know. Take these chocobos with y'all free of charge. And here, y'all go." And he hands y'all 2 items, and he explains to you, these are items called Gifts All Greens. As long as you have these on you, chocobos will always be prone to approach you, even wild chocobos.
Is that the chicken thing?
Yes. And he's like, "And fear not." He's like, "Fear not for monsters and creatures. For whatever reason, creatures in this animal kingdom all respect chocobos. So as long as you're riding the chocobo, no creature will attack you. However, that changes when you're in battle. Certain creatures are powerful enough, and they will kill your chocobo. But just regular minions, monsters, and things of the sort, they won't even bother to touch you."
Can I ask a real question?
Yes.
If you're on a chocobo and you get attacked, like if you ride into battle and you're gonna go hit somebody and they attack you, does the attack go to the chocobo first and then you get affected?
Chocobo never gets hurt. Only the person riding it. They will refuse to hurt the chocobo.
Okay. What about enemies?
Yes, exactly.
Enemies too?
Well, enemies like someone like yourself and Ikusu, like an actual like human being. No, on this,
So that's what I mean, like
only
the-
monsters. Yes.
Will it affect the chocobo first and then the player?
Yes, the chocobo will die. Yes,
Okay. So you're basically y'all
and
get a
of
free
course
hit.
stuff, other things like like a ship's cannon, stuff like that would obviously
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other monsters, as long as you are riding them, they won't fuck with you. Now that doesn't mean that if you keep poking at them, that they won't fuck with you. But in the meantime, they'll just look passive away.
Alright.
So, gentlemen, do y'all like to go to Midgar?
Yes.
Alright, man. As much as I like to stay and talk about the good old days, I gotta ride.
We gotta go.
Avenge my brother, please. Avenge us all.
His death will not be in vain. I will return one day.
Or in Bane. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know.
I proceed to shoot him in the face for saying that.
So, y'all head towards a new direction. Y'all don't like to face any creatures while y'all on the way to Midgar.
No,
Y'all
we'll
wish
haul
to
an
just
ass to Midgar.
go straight, go all the way to... Okay,
Can there
cool.
be a scene where he looks up at the Midgar like blur that's in the sky and he can see me and Fenikusu like getting closer to his house, like making it very ominous and making him have to hurry faster?
Yeah, like he's just imagining in his head like crazy scenarios. He's thinking about his son. He's thinking about his wife, and his city that he adores and loves. So as you finally approach the gates of Midgar, there are two guards there that approach you, and you recognize them as Biggs and Wedge. Holy Joseph, is that you? Is that really you?
Bing's Wedge, as much as I like to talk and catch up, I've got to get to my house in the city.
Oh, well, if you want, we could escort you. Massive.
Please and thank you.
Okay, cool. So they open the gates, and as you open the gates, you finally arrive in the beautiful city of Midgar. Because Midgar is a very sci-fi, steampunkish type world. Very modern looking. You know, there's actually vehicles. Bless you.
Thank you.
There's also chocobos walking around, obviously. People riding on chocobos and stuff like that. Biggs and Wedge, you know, they get two different guards to stand patrol. And they escort you to your home. Would you like to describe what your home looks like?
As we arrive, it's a small 2-bedroom home. I send Bings to go get more guardsmen. Bings, we're gonna need more guardsmen here, quick.
Yes, sir, Captain.
As we ride close to the house, we all notice a small brick home built. It was built by me, Joseph Warhorn. As we ride, I saw all the memories start coming back to me about being here. It's been a long time since I've been home.
This is your home?
Yes, Imperium. I was just a simple guardsman.
You hear me
Captain,
coming from
actually.
inside the house. You didn't finish the kitchen.
Motherfucker.
He's here.
So, do you like to go inside your house?
Yes.
As soon as you enter the house, I want you to know that I have my voice in every corner of the house. And you can literally hear me, your whimpering child, and your crying wife from every single direction all
My
at once.
child is like 20, you know that, right?
He's still one whimpering ass 20-year-old.
So as you go inside that house, you see that, like, you exactly how he describes it. Like, your house looks intact, but you hear his laugh. You hear his sarcastic voice, you know, insulting you like he does as per usual.
You know, very
You
mean
know.
but semi-feminine.
You know, just talking mad shit, and you hear your son, Father,
Jason!
Father. And suddenly you stop hearing your voice. But you can
In my
still
best
hear.
Hannibal Lecter voice, I'm having a serious dilemma considering whether or not I want to eat your wife for dinner.
You will die today, Bane.
But
Might
as you
be a high
search the whole
cholesterol, she's a
house,
big
do
bitch.
you like to search the house?
Yes.
As you search the whole house.
How are we?
But you still hear it.
How are we hearing his voice?
It's a very distorted, like, going in and out kind of voice.
And, and Biggs runs back in. Wedge already having a patrol outside. He says, Master Warhorn, did you find your family?
They're not here.
Well,
Something doesn't feel right about this.
I will tell you this. Your wife has been missing for I don't know how long. She just kind of like disappeared. However, we didn't tell you because we assumed that you already knew. However, it seems like someone might have captured your son. And they went to the center of the city at the Shinra building.
Wedge, get the rest of the guardsmen to stay over there with us. Everyone else, we ride now.
Alright, cool. So do you like to go to the Shinra building?
Yes.
So the Shinra building is a giant, modern-looking building.
Can I call for an admission?
Yes. So as y'all see, this beautiful, giant building, very massive tower, but it's modern-looking, almost like, you know, the skyscrapers of like Houston, Texas, the Wells Fargo building. It is massive, easily 40, 60 stories high. And something just tells you as soon as you see this giant building of the Shinra Electric Company that you need to go to the roof. And with that being said, now we will take a break from this journey and we will be right back with the rest of the story.
Yeah.
So, what do y'all attempt to do? Y'all just marvel at the building. Like I said, it looks very modern, very powerful, very sturdy building. Beautiful white. Each window, you know, has like a blackish tint to it. And even though they're so much high up, and clearly you could hear a laugh, and it sounds very, very familiar. And you recognize it as Bane's laugh, which leads you to believe that he is at the very top of the building. So, what do you like to do?
I turn to the entire city's guardsmen who's already assembling there. Men,
Yes,
Our
sir.
city has fallen to war. And my family has been captured. But the perpetrator to bring down Midgar is at the top of this building. Men, affix yourself a long-range position where possible. Try to gain line of sight on me as I reach the top. Bings, Wedge, organize all city artillery onto the building. I don't care if I'm still in there. If I order the fire, y'all rain hell on the building.
Yes, sir. But you notice as soon as you say that there are two creatures approaching the building. From the outside of the city. Two giant creatures. One, an emerald green. It almost looks like a kaiju. It's kind of just like dragging its feet. And it's like shooting projectiles. And it's starting to hit the city. Nowhere near where y'all are at. But it's definitely hitting. And from the other direction, there's a giant red-looking kaiju. This one different than the other one. Also a lot taller, but this one almost looking like a brontosaurus, almost like a very long, elongated neck. Also shooting projectiles into the city. And, people are, buildings are burning, exploding, from all the projectiles from these creatures. And Biggs and Wedge look at you like, Captain, we may be able to spare some of your men for your family, but we have to protect the city.
Send the guardsmen to protect the city, but keep the artillery on my position.
Understood. And so, obviously...
Bings, Reg, may the Akira be with you. Be safe out there.
Yes, sir. Okay, so do y'all plan to go inside the building?
I like to glide up there, or glide up to the top of the roof.
Imperium, number one priority is get my son out of the building.
Alright.
As soon as we rain hell on this building, I want to make sure y'all are clear. Is that clear?
That's clear.
Okay, so you say you elect to glide, so is he just gonna run up the building, essentially?
I'm around the building, essentially.
Alright, cool. So, roll a d20. 40. So, roll a d20 and beat a 10.
Damn it.
A 7? So, as you try to glide up, you start doing it, but when you do, you feel like a barrier almost kind of like push you back onto the floor.
What the? And then I fall back down. There's a barrier on the top of the roof.
Y'all hear my laugh.
Welcome to Mortality, Imperium. Looks like you're with me. Let's move.
Alright.
Okay, so do y'all enter the building?
Yes.
So as you enter the building, it's nothing special, just like a, center bit, just like a modern looking like office building or whatever of a power company. Nothing, just a bunch of desks, computers, nothing crazy.
Some graffiti.
And at the end, and at the center, you see an elevator. Do you like to, I guess, approach it or use it? But you do notice that the power is off in this building.
Imperium, you got a way to power this thing?
I can
Blade work?
I can use Thundera, but I don't know if that will work.
And you hear a voice, a familiar voice. I might be able to help.
I turn to see who it is.
And you see a hooded, cloaked figure. And it is none other than Finikusu.
And I flash my Keyblade. What are you doing here, Finikusu?
It seems like the power's out. I would assume you want to get there quickly if you want to save your boy.
Preferably.
What if I told you I might be able to help?
What's your game here?
I could offer you a portal.
How'd I know it wouldn't just end me right now?
Don't you think I would have just done it instead of getting your attention?
Your call, Warhorn.
The plot is not with you. I don't gain anything by you dying, Warhorn. Or you, for that matter, Imperium. Like I said, I'm just here to see how long I can prolong the story. The choice is yours. No one says you have to take it. You could always take the stairs, or try to find time to power this, but who knows how long? Bane is a very patient person. Who knows how long he'll keep your boy living?
If your goal is to keep the cogs turning, we'll deal with it soon enough. Get me to the rooftop. That's all I ask.
But of course. And he opens a portal for you. And he's like, this will take you to the roof.
I step through.
Okay. And sure enough, you end up at least good, like 50 feet away from Bane, but you are essentially at the top of the roof. What about you, Imperium?
I follow suit.
Okay, cool. If Phoenix just goes after y'all in the portal, but he appears right next to Bane. And sure enough, your son is in the center of the building, in handcuffs and tied up. Father!
Jason. What happened?
I've been captured by this lunatic and he won't let me go!
Some asshole did the moonwalk the whole way out of the room.
God damn it.
He's the one that took me. He said, "Baby."
I start to approach Jason.
And as you do that, you see a portal open under Jason and he falls in it.
Oh, what the?
And Phoenix just looks at you and he's like, tisk, tisk, tisk. He's like, aren't you forgetting something?
What?
Remember, you gotta win him back, homie. He's at the first floor now, just where we're at. He's like, hopefully, like I said, I want nothing to do with him. I have more important things to do. In the meantime, I will disappear. Ben, you got this, right?
I do.
Ta-ta. And he throws himself into a portal and he disappears also. So now, what do y'all like? Y'all are at least like 50 feet away apart from Bane. And now it's just y'all on the roof. It's getting intense. There's rain. There's thunder. Chaos. Fire. Explosions. The city's just chaotic. And now it's just y'all. And Bane. What do y'all like to do?
I tossed Warhorn a.
Just think about it.
I tossed him his son's hat.
He wears a hat.
Yeah, he was wearing a hat when I took him. I toss it, and it just lands at his feet. There's like a little bit of blood on the corner of his hat.
What is your game here, Bane?
I wanted the boy to have a souvenir from his mom.
You motherfucker. I draw my rifle.
Alright, cool. So everybody roll D20 for initiative.
17.
1.
What is it?
Dot at the bottom.
9?
That's a 6.
That's a 6, bro. Yeah, that's a 6. Okay.
The dot always faces
So
you.
you rolled a 1. So you will go last, but you also skip your first turn. And he goes first, and he goes second. So, Bane, how do you like to begin this fight, my friend?
I want to do that thing.
That thing.
Which one?
I want to activate that ability where the defense.
Ah, the perfect defense? Okay. In order for me to explain to you what it is, it's a very high risk, high reward. It is a skill called perfect defense. So what he will do is that he will roll to see if he can use it. But if he is successful, he will be completely immune to everything. However, that also includes him to himself, so he will not be able to heal himself, etc., stuff like that. After that, he will roll a d20, and that's how many turns of his he'll be in that sort of defense. And he can only do, but he can only do it once per battle. So, do you like to use it? Roll a d20 and beat a 15, my friend. 8. An 8. So as you try to do their perfect defense skill, you see that you totally haven't learned or mastered it yet. You're starting to learn the ritual, but you kind of forget halfway through. Okay, so now it's your turn, Imperium. What do you like to do?
I like to use thunder on him.
Thunder? Okay. Roll a d20 and beat a 5.
14.
Okay, 14. So you will roll 2 d10s, and that's how much damage you do.
D10, this one, right?
Yes.
Alright.
That's a D1.
Is it?
Yes.
D10.
Yes.
Yes.
11.
11. And one more time.
4.
4. So you did 15 damage. Describe how you do the attack.
I flash my Keyblade and I yell thunder, and as I see lightning strikes, hits Bane.
Alright, cool. Your turn is skipped. So you just kind of stay skeptical, and for whatever reason, you just feel like you lost your force of will just for a second, though. And then you finally, just get yourself back, to the way you were. But by the time you finally react, he is already, on the prowl for a second. So what is your action, my friend?
Man, I want to summon those things. I'm going to try to.
You have to roll D20 and beat a 17.
Why are those numbers so high?
For those, because they're high skills, high risk, high reward.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So, would you like to describe your transformation, or would you like for me to do so?
You can do it.
So, as y'all see Bane standing there, he's just kind of looking at y'all, just laughing like hysterically, just. And as he's doing so, like, and you see him just kind of like grabbing his head, like he's having like a ridiculous migraine, and he starts fucking hitting punching the fuck out of the ground, it starts hurting so badly that he's just punching the ground. And he lifts his arms like he's about to punch it for one last time, but when he does, his arm just spreads out fucking huger. Both of them almost kind of like Slender Man style arm lines. And as y'all see that he slowly starts turning, from the anti-villain creature looking thing that he was to a more scaly looking creature. And you see that he starts gaining in size. But he seems like he can't control himself, and y'all see him fall from the side of the tower. Do y'all like to look at the edge of the tower to see if he is falling?
Yes. I like to look.
And as you look at the edge of the tower, you actually don't see anything. But you see that the ground has grown like a black and blue miasma. And you kind of feel something behind you. And as you look behind you, y'all see this creature right here. And I will show y'all. And I'll try to describe it the best I can to the
viewers.
You see
ugly.
These three creatures right here.
Jesus.
And the best way to describe them is they're clearly draconic. One is red and silver, almost demonic looking, and it is bigger than the building. It is actually standing building length from the ground on the other side. The one to the very right is a golden one. This one looking more elegant, but he has giant, diamond-like looking claws. And then the one in the center is the most menacing one. A black, bluish, purplish, smaller than the other ones, but clearly a force to be reckoned with. Nothing but black and blue mist, and miasma just pouring ridiculously out of it. And now this is the creature that you are facing. This is Bahamut, or a version of Bahamut. So, what do y'all like to do?
Bane, I always knew you were an ugly monster. Imperium.
Well, that's what I thought she was.
Jeez, fuck.
Imperium, abandon the fight. Get my son out of here.
What? I can't leave you by yourself.
Abandon the fight and
Your
get my
was stuck
son
into a
out of
portal.
here. He's on the first floor of the building.
But he just have fun with it every time he gets to the bottom floor, teleport yourself back up here.
What happened?
I said you should have fun with this Fenikusu, and every time he gets down to the bottom floor, teleport
Oh,
yourself back
Fenikusu
up
is
here.
gone. He's not even in Midgard anymore.
Oh, damn. Is there any way I can do that?
What?
Have the kid go back and forth between the top floor and the bottom floor?
He's tied up, remember?
No, I'm saying I don't have the ability to teleport the kid
No.
back and forth.
So, what do y'all like to do?
Abandon the fight and get my son out of here. I know what I have to do.
I don't agree with it, but alright.
So you like to leave the fight?
I like to use my one of my forms to get there quicker.
Alright, cool. Do you like to try to stop him?
I would like one of the beasts to like swipe at the buildings. Not at the base to kill his kid, but like midway where the elevator and the stairs meet, making it impossible for them to get to his son right away, where they would forcefully have to fight.
Roll a d20 and beat a 10.
12.
A 12. So, so your red version, obviously, you know, the red beast, because they're all separate entities, but they're all kind of like combined, almost like King Ghidorah from Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like he grabs like his arm, he stretches it all the way back, and with a mighty swing, he hits like halfway through the building. But awkwardly enough, it doesn't fall or anything. It's empty, that whole area, but the building floats. And then the world
float down here.
and then the world around y'all it's almost like it disappears, like y'all are in a whole different dimension. Y'all could see the roof, but now like all around you it's just like stars and space and a ridiculous looking constellations or whatever. And and before nothing but the roof, y'all two, and that great creature that stands before y'all. So he has taken his action after you. After you, it was him. So what do you elect to do, Imperium?
Well, I can't leave now.
Then stand and fight with me.
Okay, cool. So what do you elect to do?
Maybe check to do my thing.
When can I do something again?
No.
After his turn.
So no, it's my max HP now. There's like 1,000 for each beast.
So it's 3,000 total.
Okay, and that's including myself, or I still have my.
No,
my
it just
1,000?
goes to 3,000.
I elect to choose one of my different forms in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay, which form do you like to use?
I would like to use Master Form.
Okay, roll a d20, and you'll have to beat a 10.
God damn it.
An 8. So you try to turn into one of your forms, but you just fail.
You turn into Majin Buu instead.
We're not in DBZ.
All right.
Chill.
Joseph Warhorn, you're in the fight of your life. What do you like to do?
I like to end it here. I charge at Bane and yell for all artillery pieces to fire.
For artillery pieces, remember you're not in Midgard anymore.
Oh, I thought it was potion. Turn life back to normal.
Okay, roll a d20 and beat a 15.
15.
15. Okay, so this little pocket dimension that your creature had created stops. So y'all go back to Midgard, and the fight is still going on, or whatever. And the building's still floating, so it's not like gonna fall, destroy the rest of the building. But now, y'all just back at normal old Midgard, and y'all realize that y'all were never in space or constellation at all. It was all an illusion spell.
Yeah.
Essentially.
But the building's still kind of fucked.
Yeah, the building's still fucked, or whatever. But this could potentially provide opportunity for you to, yes, now be able to, escape like he had asked, if that's the route that you wish to take, obviously. So, with that being said, that is your action. So, Bane, it is your turn, my friend.
What's my next attack?
You have a list of attacks, so you can do. And as Bane is trying to figure out what he's gonna do, y'all see that the city, like now, those creatures are actually like in the city.
Are they
And-
coming towards the building as well?
No,
In
they're
aid,
just
or they're just kind of ramping about.
No, they're just kind of like ramping about. They're almost like wild kaijus almost. They're not really like bothered by you. If anything, it kind of looks like they're trying to avoid you. They really don't want the smoke.
I believe that.
I would like to trap Warhorn in a dream world.
Ooh. Interesting. Okay. So basically like the pocket dimension thing you just did, but on a much smaller personal scale. It's kind of like the Mangekyo Sharingan from Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
So, in order for you to be able to use it, both of y'all roll a d20. Whoever has the highest number. If he rolls highest number, he resists it. If you win, then he falls under your spell. You can describe it.
14.
6.
A 6. So describe the pocket dimension that you choose to trap Joseph Warhorn in.
I'm gonna trap him in a pocket dimension where he's running at his full capacity, and I am just within maybe the pinch of my fingers reach away from him, holding his wife and his son by their mouths, and he just can't reach me. He can always grab the tip of her skirt, but not enough to grip, and he can always grab his son's arm, but only graze his skin, but not enough to grab the wrist for him to pull him back.
With that being said, in this pocket dimension is obviously all clearly in your mind, so you're just kind of just standing there useless.
Just fucking screaming, dog.
Now roll a d20, and that's how many turns that it will last for.
10.
10 turns. But it will be turns total for you.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
So, Imperium, what do you elect to do?
I left one of my quickenings.
Which one? Your
Kingdom-
second one?
Unlock Kingdom Hearts.
Alright, cool. So in order to use it, you will have to roll a d20 and beat a 10.
God damn it, dude.
What did you roll?
Fucking 3.
A 3. So you attempt to use the quickening, but I don't know. The mist doesn't seem to be as strong here as it is back in Ivalice, at least in Midgar. So you are stuck in this pocket dimension, but you may try to get out.
Potion of Restoration.
Okay.
What do I gotta beat?
In order for you to do that, you'll have to roll a d20, and you'll have to beat a 17. Because it is a very strong spell that you're going up against.
16.
16. You were close. So you managed to touch the potion. You actually managed to spill some of it on you, but the spell is just too strong. And you're just stuck in this pocket dimension and this current agony of, you being stuck in this world where, you obviously have a clear way to
you
try to
always
get
grip your potion just enough to fumble it out of your hand.
Okay, so, Bane, it is your turn now, my friend.
I would like to attack Homeboy directly, Mr.
Warhorn.
No,
Oh, Mr. Imperium? Okay.
Imperium.
He has an armor class, I believe, of 12, so you'll have to roll a d20 and beat a 12. What is that?
I only got a 6.
Okay, cool. So you swipe at him with one of the claws of your creatures, but you miss. You're a very large creature. Alright. So, what do you like to do from here, Imperium?
I like to attack him head on.
Attack him head on? Okay, cool. He has an armor class of 15, so roll a d20 and beat a 15.
16.
16. Perfect. Okay. So now you will get to roll a d20, and that's how many times you get to attack him. 1. Okay.
He
So
says
now
one,
roll.
like, is this right?
Okay, so now roll a d100. That's how much damage you do to him.
70.
70. Not bad. Okay, so describe how you attack him.
I flashed my Keyblade and I jumped up and I do one swipe on the creature.
Okay, cool. Alright. Mr. Warhorn, do you elect to...
Same strategy.
Alright, cool. Since last time you were able to... Now, you will only have to roll a 15.
11.
11. So again, this time you tried, but this time you were not as successful as you were last time.
Is there a way for me to get him out of that? Or is it just...
Potentially.
Okay.
All right, it
I
is
would
your
like
turn.
to swipe at the building and make Warhorn fall off the side of it.
Jesus.
Okay, that could definitely be done. Roll a d20 and beat a 10. 12. Okay. So, this time, it is the gold dragon of yours. The more elegant one. And it almost happens so fast that you don't even see it. You just kind of see the creature put its claws up. And you know that it did some kind of motion because whereas it was holding its hand by its face, now it's holding it behind its shoulder. And a piece of the building that Joseph Warhorn was on falls, and him along with it. And all the rubble and all of that falls onto Joseph Warhorn. So, with that being said, both of y'all roll a d20, and whoever has the highest number, I will decide the fate of Joseph Warhorn. So both of y'all roll a d20, please.
18.
18. So, you definitely fall. Not as much rubble on you as you have, but you have lost half of your HP. So how much HP do you have currently? And you're pretty badly beaten up.
800, so I have 400.
Okay, 400 HP currently. Alright, cool. You're still at the very top of the building. You're still intact. What do you like to do?
I'd like to attack him head on again.
Head on? Okay, cool. Like I said, he has an armor class of 15, so roll a d20 and beat a 15. 12. Okay. So this time you swipe for him, but his claw gets in the way and just kind of blocks it. With that being said, because he did take that trauma, now he is out of your spell. But he's very gravely hurt and injured. So, but now you are on the ground. So what do you like to do, Mr. Warhorn?
I'd like to get my son out and order the artillery strike on the building to end the fight now. This is Joseph's last stand.
Alright, cool. In order for... That is a very, actually pretty complex action. So in order for that, roll a d20 and beat a 13.
9.
A 9. So, one of the... obviously the soldiers, they have a very... They have a very emotional connection with you. So when they see you fall, they assume that you're dead. So they just say, fuck it, and they just start shooting at the building. And now the whole building is starting to crumble down. You're still at the rooftop, or whatever, but the building is starting to fall down. And you elect to go after your son. Do you elect to do so?
Yes.
Alright, cool. So, you manage to grab your son and be able to pull him out, but only in enough time to throw him out of the building, and you fall under the rubble. So, roll a d20, and in order to save yourself, you'll have to beat a 10.
13.
13. Okay, so you're still injured. But you did have a lot of rubble did fall on you, so you lose half of your HP. Yes.
Yeah, but the artillery strike would have ended the fight, wouldn't it?
Would have ended the fight with you.
Wouldn't that have ended the fight because the fight's on top of the building, wouldn't it? Oh,
Yeah,
the building's starting to crumble. It's not
Yeah,
crumble.
the building's starting to crumble. What do you elect to do?
I expected to glide out of there.
To glide out of there? Okay, roll a d20 and beat a 5.
So there's still...
What'd you roll?
When's my turn?
Okay, so, I mean, you managed to do it, not gracefully, but, I mean, you managed to fall without injuring yourself, you know what I'm saying?
I tried gliding, but I fall. I ended up catching myself, though.
Yeah. Okay. So, essentially, y'all kind of still in combat, but y'all still have some time before Bane decides what he wants to do. Yeah. So, do you wish?
And I'm not even on the building no more.
No, you're just towering. You were already just towering over it.
Yeah, like the building falling would do nothing for me.
Yeah. So, what do you elect to do from here, Joseph? I will allow you, like some anime bullshit, to have a conversation now that your son is out. You know, Father, are you okay?
I'll be fine for now, son. Don't worry about me. You go with Imperium. Get back to the house. Imperium, get him to the Akira. They'll know what to do.
No, I wish to stay and fight with you.
This is not the time, son. Your time will come soon enough.
What do you mean? You're injured. You can't fight that thing by yourself.
Just trust me.
Allow us to help you.
Run.
No.
Can I interrupt their conversation?
I refuse. Yes, you can.
I would like to interrupt their conversation and throw, like, have one of my dragons, like, shit in the hand.
Mm-hmm.
And just launch it directly at him and his son's heartfelt conversation.
Roll a d20 and beat a 15.
Dickhead.
9.
9! See? 9. Nothing. No.
Well, now it just stinks, okay?
Yeah.
Now I just have a dirty fucking hand. It missed, alright? And now it smells really bad.
So, you managed to take a shit, and you have it in your hand, but instead of throwing it at them, you aim way the fuck off. You hit one of the other kaijus instead.
Come on. Let me throw it in his artillery. Let me get half the artillery to stop shooting.
And so he continues to have the conversation with you. He's like, Father, I will fight. And he tries to run past you.
Imperium, get him to the Akira now.
Okay, so me and Imperium, we will roll a d20, and whoever gets the highest
I want
number.
you to notice my dragon's pushing again.
15.
18.
18.
4.
He pushes past Imperium, and he decides to try to strike Bane. So he'll have to.
On my shit.
So he'll have to roll a d20 and beat a 15. No, just me.
16.
16. And we'll roll a d100 for damage. 30. So as he runs at him, he just runs out at you with a sword, and he just manages pretty much just to like just slash at your toe.
Still hurts though.
I want to take my big toe and cock it back. And then flick him into the pile of shit directly behind.
But it's actually his turn. So what do you elect to do, Mr. Warhorn? Your son is
Your
being
son
hard-headed.
is
You're trying to
dangerously
fight the
close to
fucking
being
dragon,
afflicted.
brother.
Mind you, both of your legs and your arms are broken. You don't have much use of your penis anymore either. In your mouth.
What?
Wait, what?
And your mouth has been screwed shut. And you can't throw blue potions no more because your toes don't work. That makes
I'd
all
like
the
to use the
sense.
quickening. I'm sorry, little one. Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
Is that
And
your
I-
first quickening or your second quickening?
This is the first one.
Okay,
So
so you
what's-
have to roll a d20 and beat a 5.
What is that one?
I'm just gonna chuck him back to the house, and you're gonna go after him. 14.
14. Okay, cool. Do you elect to activate your quickening and chain it together?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to use your first quickening or your second quickening?
I'll use Golly Wrap this time.
Okay, the
Golly
first one?
Wrap. Golly
Okay,
Wrap.
roll a d20 and beat a 5.
I'm not throwing
16.
Imperium.
16. Okay, y'all can continue to chain. Do you continue to chain?
I'm not throwing Imperium.
No, I'm using
Yes, but remember, you have to finish the chain and then y'all go from there.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want to keep the chain going? Roll a d20 and beat a 5.
So when they're rolling chains, even though
13.
it's a quickening, they only have to
15.
beat 5s?
Just for the first one, yes. The stronger the quickening, the more you have to beat. Okay, but it only does 100 damage, and it's not really gonna do much to you at this point, unless they keep on rolling 5s. Okay, first or second quickening?
First quickening.
First, okay. Beat a 5.
5.
5, okay. Roll d20, beat a 5.
14.
Roll d20 and beat a 5.
First quickening. 14.
14, okay. You may roll d20 and beat a 5.
So how are these all first quickening?
11.
11.
It's a chain
You have to
quickening.
be. It all chains together. That's how your quickenings work as well.
No.
No, I'm telling you, that's how it worked for
Oh,
yours
that's
too.
not how it worked last time, but that's fine.
Okay. You guys, well, last time it was more party members
This is only just me and him
that
now.
when it did it, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be easier for them.
Alright. First quickening again.
Go ahead.
16.
All right, cool. Now I think what is that? 6. Okay, cool.
6
So
sounds-
now then it starts getting higher or whatever, but it's gonna start doing something. You've only taken 600 damage, at this point,
Yeah.
basically. Okay, so roll d20. You got to beat a 6.
14.
14.
God damn it, Steven.
Sheesh. Okay, so do 600 worth of damage, and I guess explain what you decided the attack to do. You still have 2,270 HP, by the way.
Like I said, I took my son and I chucked him back towards the house.
You're injured. He only made it halfway.
All right, cool. He's like, "Wait, father, what are you doing?"
And I yell for him to go after him, get into the Akira.
What about my godly wrath? When I do anything?
Father, don't do this.
I'm sorry, little one.
And you fucking blitz the fuck out of your son. You elect to try to do a saving throw to catch him so he doesn't get injured or killed.
Did you just really?
I told him to leave. He wouldn't leave.
Well, am I still want to do my godly wrath, or
What's up?
am I still doing my godly
Can I
wrath?
still interrupt him to do something?
Yes, 1 second, please.
I'm saying do it.
Do you wish to save his son from busting his fucking ass?
Save him so he doesn't get hurt.
I'll save him. Jesus, because you're the one that freaking threw him.
I was gonna do
Roll a
it.
d20 and beat him 5.
Don't worry, dog. I was
18.
gonna catch you, son.
18.
Alright.
Alright, cool. So now the fight is solely one-on-one. He just did his action. So it's you and him. What do you elect to do? Do you elect to exchange any words? Now it's just one-on-one. Now this is you against essentially 3 giant dragons. I mean, your backup's trying to fight with you, but also trying to fight the other kaiju terrorize the city at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all like to have any kind of conversation?
I want to attack him head, like, dead ass on, but right before I do, I want to tell him I still got you wiped up.
Roll a d20 and beat a
1.
13.
13. Roll 3 d100s, and that's how much damage you do. 1 for each dragon.
What was it, D100?
The one that goes up to 90.
This one?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
What is that?
70,
Okay.
80,
Okay.
30.
Okay.
So he's got
Okay. 150. You lose 180 HP.
Yeah, he's got 20 left.
Sheesh.
You're a strong
So-
What is my HP at?
So,
How much? 20?
yes.
Yes.
So, describe how you attack him now. With all 3 dragons. Physical attacks, obviously.
Physical attacks.
Yes.
Man, dude, I just have all 3 of them push the rest of the building over on top of you, man.
Now you're like within the rubble. You're pretty much near death at this point.
My largest
What does-
dragon looks down at your face and says, "You got
What does Joseph Warhorn elect to do?
This could have ended differently, but this ends here. Like I said, this would be my final stand, and I knew what I got into. I take my broken body and approach Bane and order a final artillery strike, knocking him out but killing me in the process.
Okay, in order for that to be successful, roll a d20 and beat a 15.
Goddamn, killing me on my rope, dude.
You know what? You know
'Cause
what?
I'm not murdering him, just knocking him out.
You know what would be a poetic way to go? Why don't you use your ultimate blue potion?
Because that's just a KO, it's not a death.
Yes, but you can kill after KO.
I'm not giving him the pleasure of killing him. I'm doing it myself.
Roll a d20, beat a 10.
10.
10. So, they shoot at you, clearly. And it is enough artillery and firepower. Matter of fact, the 2 kaijus are actually fighting. One of them manages to start shooting projectiles. And it does hit you. It catches you by surprise. And it is enough to essentially KO you.
Okay.
But you land on top of him, crushing him.
I want my dragon coming on top of you, but
And
I
that
want
is
the body
the-
part to crush you to be his nutsack.
Fuck you.
Roll a d100, my friend.
Damn. Okay.
And that's how much damage you do, Joseph.
0. That was some shit.
20, dog.
Describe how do you fall on?
Well, as the dragon's falling backwards, you can see
He was
You
in
can
front of
see
He was
it.
in front of you.
in front of you. You can see it falling like towards your direction, and it misses you completely. And you're sitting like at the Y of this dragon, and you just see a shadow just getting bigger and bigger,
Fuck
dog.
you.
Just like a lunar eclipse, bro. Out of nowhere, a big old sweaty, scaly dragon sack just
The artillery's what
smashes
fucking killed me. Come on. The artillery's what killed me. I'm already dead.
No, he just said the artillery killed me. I fell on top of you. No,
and as you fall, that is the death of Joseph Warren.
no.
And you are KO'd. You return back to your Caius ballad form, still alive.
I look like
The
Jerry
soldiers
from-
point their guns at you. They shoot at you, but nothing happens. Instead, a portal opens underneath you, and it seems like you'll live to be the bane of someone's existence.
Hey, good shit.
So,
You saw that the light hit his face and made it much worse.
Yeah, dude, you're like, I wish all of you listeners could have seen this. I can't even do it.
so
He connected his ears to his shoulder.
So, with that being said, I repeat, that has been the death of Joseph Warhorn.
No, and we just had a funeral.
And
Just had a
with that being said, Midgar is pretty much in ruins. You arrive at the home of what's it called? Fucking
Jason Warren.
of Jason,
Voorhees.
and and you get a feeling that it didn't go well. And now you may assume the role of Jason Warhorn now.
Yes.
So the conversation ensues.
I can't believe he wouldn't let me fight.
He just did what he had to do as a parent, alright?
You changed your voice too. You're so much more youthful.
I can't believe he wouldn't let me fight.
He did what he had to do as a parent, alright?
It just didn't seem right.
And y'all hear frantic knocking on your door.
I approach the door and open it.
And you notice that it's Biggs and Wedge. And they're like, Jason, we're sorry.
Your father
I hate you.
He was caught between cock and a hard place.
Jesus.
He keeps dragging this, and I don't like it.
And you're doing it too, which I hate.
But no, yeah. So Biggs is the one that tells you. He just put his hand on his shoulder. He's like, "I'm sorry, son."
What of the rest of the city?
See for yourself, and you see that the Kaijus are finally leaving, but the city's pretty fucked up. Burning, people still running around frantically. Medics and vehicles. Taking people away. People trying to put the fires out. Pretty crazy, pretty ridiculous stuff. And Wedge is like, by the way, he got away.
Of course he did.
Do we have to pay royalties for seeing kaiju?
No.
We're not that big yet.
Because kaiju is not really a licensed term. It's
Bings,
just an actual
Wedge.
name. Kaiju.
Bings, Wedge, My father died to try to save the city, to save me. Let's get this place back together. He would have wanted that.
Wait, before we do though, he told me one thing before you do that.
He said something about a carrier.
Yes.
I heard him, but I didn't get to ask him what it meant.
I think it's time for me to show you. I want to show my true form to him.
What are you trying to do?
4.
Okay. So at this point, time stops. And you show him your true form.
What in the fuck are you?
I'm an Acuria named Imperium.
I'm looking back and forth between him and the body.
Yeah.
Yes, the body you see in front of you is Sora, my champion that I possess. I have the ability to possess people and able to walk through this world because my physical form can't be comprehended to mortals. This is why you see me as him in the physical world. But when I take it to the Acuria, you'll see my form, which is this form.
Alright, well, go ahead and return back to normal for now.
Okay then. Then go back to my human form.
And now time resumes. And with that being said, it says, well, never thought we'd call you this. You're so young, but Mr. Warhorn. We did manage to get your father's body. We obviously had to send it to the medics, you know, and to the, the person who checks cause of death. Sorry, I can't remember the terms. It's still. But we have his equipment, his weapons, his stuff if you want. His gun was damaged in the process, however, but his blade is still intact.
I'll go ahead and take his equipment for now.
And they hand you the equipment of Joseph Warhorn, including a broken gun.
See a way to fix that?
He was always fond of his rifle. Never understood why.
He always carried that pistol around.
Wait, that doesn't even make sense. He got the fucking rifle in his adventures. Never mind that. Outside RP, that don't make sense. Back to RP. I wonder where he got this rifle from.
He never explained it.
I'll hold on to it for now. While the guardsmen repair, I guess I have to come back and take over for my father, but they'll be alright without me for now. Let's honor a dying man's wish. Take me to the Acuria.
Alright then.
Okay. So, from here you wish to speak to the Acuria?
Yes.
Okay. So, obviously you make a call to the Acuria, and the Acuria teleport both of y'all to the crystal of Guru Vegan. And the Acuria wish to speak to you. Both of y'all, really. And for once, and who knows forever, they're like, actually, Imperium, let us speak to him. Just simply be a witness, but allow us to have a one-on-one conversation if you don't mind.
This is between y'all.
Who are you?
Jason Warhorn, son of the legendary captain of Midgar, Joseph Warhorn.
Ah, he was here many hours ago. What has happened, nothing?
He's no longer of the world.
Why do you come to us?
He had asked Imperium to bring me here. I'm not sure why, but...
Well, first of all, we wish to know if you align with the same way as your father. You wish to align with the light or the darkness. And you see that now there's like more Acuria. It's a bunch of Acuria. And as a matter of fact, there's one that stands out to you, that stands in the center. Like, this looks like a grand Acuria. And it would almost seem that even though they can't physically do it, all the other Acurias just kind of like, almost like bow to him, essentially.
King of the Acuria.
And he's like,
Yes, sir.
Are you one of the warriors of light?
I'll stand with whoever can give me Bane's head.
That does not seem the path to light. That seems like a path that leads to dawn. Not that I care. If you wish to align yourself with material, that is fine. Imperium. Then not. What of him?
I haven't seen him. He's like he's disappeared.
Are you incapable of fulfilling your mission?
I just don't know where to start because last time I saw him, he was behind.
Answer the question, Imperium. Are you incapable of completing your task?
I am capable of completing it.
You know we would like nothing more than you to be a part of this council. You've been made some incredible feats, but you've also suffered some very bad defeats. Can I trust you personally to take care of the knot?
Yes.
I hope so. You will speak to Materia. You will return to Bane, and you will get your strongest weapon here. You will go through the trials just as Imperium did. And until then, no longer will you all be able to return to the land of Earth. You will no longer be allowed to return to your village until you have completed your task or this quest. Until you have the knot's head, or you bring the knot here, I do not wish to see you. Is that understood?
Understood.
I'm only harming you because of the mass potential I see in you. You could definitely be head of the council. Heck, for as much as we say that we are undying, we know that we can fade and vanish into the void. And who else to be my successor but you? But you need to be ready. Is that understood?
Understood. I will be ready.
I hope so. Meet with Materia.
Alright.
And then, return to Ribbon-Master. Meet with the rest of your party. Y'all the warriors of light. I just want to see where the story goes. Now be gone with it.
And then y'all get teleported once again, at this time with Materia. Come here. What troubles you, my child? You seem to be in pain.
Just realized that my father has been killed.
Your father was a great man and a great warrior. So, you wish to align with us?
I wish to align with y'all for now.
No, we will be here to protect you and help in whatever way we can. You will take your father's place as one of our champions. Jason, if there's anything you need, please do not hesitate to ask.
My father once knew of a potion making ideal. He said if you believed hard enough into it, that it could happen. Can you grant me that knowledge?
Yes. But you must go to do it alone. Who knows, maybe visit that old man Miguel. Best potion master we know.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Please save on your way back to the master, please. And please do not fail us.
I won't fail you.
Okay, so from here, do y'all like to go back to Ribbon-Aster?
Yes.
Alright, cool. So y'all go to Ribbon-Aster, the ruins, or Lowtown?
Magello's in Lowtown, right?
Yeah, nobody lives in.
Yeah, let's go see Magello.
Okay, so y'all arrive at Lowtown, and New and Miguelo are there, you know, that obviously helping the refugees that, you know, are still trying to survive and whatnot, and they look at you and they're like, and New's like, ah, hello Imperium. What say you? You seem quiet. Where's Joseph?
He didn't make it, sir.
He just punches a wall. We just keep losing all the good ones, don't we?
Unfortunately.
And Miguelo's there, and he's just kind of like, he's trying to fight back into you. He's like, who am I supposed to show potions to now?
Well,
Potions, you said.
That young man was supposed to be my apprentice.
Well,
I'm starting to lose hope for this world.
My father may not have been a young man you speak of, but that's what you're supposed to realize.
You are his son. The one he came looking for.
I'm Jason Morn.
I was a great friend of your father's. I'm Miguelo.
It is nice to meet you. I was told that you would know of his potion craft technique.
Yes, of course. I've been studying it. Quite ironic, he actually gave me one of those blue potions before he passed. I think it's more fitting if you have it now. It's only a half of it, but the other half I use for experimentation. I take it y'all still do not have a place to stay like everybody else. Please, I own a home here too. Please make yourselves comfortable.
Actually, I can't stay long. I have to find somebody.
Understood.
Imperium, you just went through a hell of a battle back at Midgar. I'd recommend you rest.
I can't rest. I need to find him.
I do not know who you're looking for, but I'll meet up with you later. I need to figure out.
May I suggest some, y'all may stay in my home, but may I suggest some wine and food, maybe treat y'all's wounds. Clearly y'all been in battle. I think the least y'all deserve is rest.
I'd appreciate that, Miguel.
And you?
Jason, you stay here. I gotta find more information about him.
I'll meet up with you tomorrow.
Okay. So then you go back to Miguelo, and as you're walking off, Newt just looks at you and he's like, Imperium, take care.
You too.
And as you're walking off, where are you intent on walking to?
I want to go back to the statue of that judge.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back there real quick.
Okay, so you leave Lowtown, you go to the statue, and as you're observing it and looking at it, you hear a familiar voice. Bane really gave y'all a run for y'all's money, didn't he? Ah, that Bane. Luckily y'all didn't kill him this time. That would have been a real shame.
You got lucky.
And you recognize the voice as Finikusu.
But you got lucky.
I would say it was more so y'all. I think Bane could have taken y'all on easily.
Enough jokes, Finikusu. You know who I'm after.
Oh, but not. He is nothing.
He is something to me.
I'm almost tempted to kill him and bring him to you.
This is my mission. All I want to do is find him.
I don't give two shits about your mission. However, I might be able to tell you where he is.
That's all I ask.
What makes you trust me so much?
I don't.
Then why do you listen?
I do what I need to do to find him.
I suppose you're stuck in a pickle. You don't have much of a choice, do you?
Does it look like I have a choice?
I love it because you're such a puppet for the Acurians. They tell you what to do, and like a good little dog, you obey orders.
Enough, Finikusu.
Relax, it's just a joke. Remember, this is all just a game, my friend. With that being said, you'll want to head to Arcadia. You might want to find Dr. Sidolphus. In order to find him, you might have to find Balthea. He knows Dr. Sid very well. Something about what's his name? Venat? He just crazy old fool, just mumbles and rabbles about him. So, information what you will. Ta-ta. And he disappears into one of his portals. And you should sit there on a statue and just contemplate on today's, journey.
I basically just sit down on the floor.
Yeah, and just meditate. You, on the other hand, are back at Miguelo's in his room. You're settling in, trying to get relaxed. You just ate, whatever. And as you're about to rest, you hear a familiar voice. My condolences to your father.
Who's that?
Finikusu.
I'm asking, Jason doesn't know who he is. Who was that?
Do you not remember me, boy? He just sits next to you, or whatever.
Faintly. You were there with Bane right before I got sent back to the bottom floor.
Yeah, well, who do you think is the one that sent you there, my guy?
Why?
We couldn't have you die, now could we? Too much entertainment. The story needs to keep going, my kid, my child.
What are you going on about, sir?
This is all just a game, as one day you'll hopefully learn, Jason. Your father, sadly, was never able to learn that. He was a good man, I'll give him that. Provided me with a decent amount of entertainment.
I don't like the way you're speaking of him.
I don't see why you take such great offense to it.
My father was a legendary fighter of Midgar.
Oh, for sure.
And from what I'm learning here, he was a great hunter here, too.
Oh, of course, the people here loved him. I guess you could say in a weird, awkward way, I liked him myself. Kept things interesting. Kept things going. But all things must come to an end. Or do they? His legacy lives on in you. And hopefully you'll provide me with as much or even more entertainment than he did.
I proceed to walk out of the room.
One more thing. I reset this world and recalibrated it. But I could reset it back to normal. Which means you could get your father back.
What would make you want to do that?
Oh, in the unlikely event of y'all defeating me, I might feel generous. Restore the world back to normal and allow y'all to play the game the way it's supposed to be. Enjoy the story the way it was meant to be enjoyed before I came in.
In the words of what my father would tell a strange man saying the same thing. You sound like an arrogant bitch. Until we meet again, Phoenix.
Until we meet. Whoa. And you close the door, you leave the room, Phoenix disappears. And that has been today's session of Final Fantasy Dungeons and Dumbasses Final Fantasy Edition.
Fuck, it was a pain in the ass to kill myself. God damn.
How do y'all feel, man?
I feel accomplished. I finally got answers to finally where to go. To find Fanat at least. So.
I can actually take over the actual protagonist of my story.
Weirdo.
Man, that shit was... I think, you know, I have mixed feelings about this episode, but I like it overall.
Why are you mad? Because he didn't kill Bane?
Well,
I never wanted to kill Bane.
Well, no, because
I wanted to.
For me personally, originally this session was going to be a lot more lighthearted because we haven't, for those who don't know, like we haven't actually had an episode in quite a minute. Oh, everybody, you know, has been busy with work and you know the whole
conflicting
pandemic
scheduling and
everything. All
everything.
the shit, like so. Bringing everybody back, and especially you who hadn't been here, I was like, man, like I want a more lighthearted, more fun because I feel like the story's gotten very dark, very gritty, very edgy. I don't think it's bad, but I didn't want to overwhelm everybody with that, and so I was like, man, today I'm gonna have like a funner, more laid back, funny session, like more akin to like the sessions
early
that y'all
episodes.
missed. Yes. And but y'all seem to like the serious stuff, so I was like, whatever, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. Me and Warhorn, or I should say the rig here, are still going to give y'all content. We're about to start a brand new game. We're about to start Soma, so y'all be on the lookout. With that being said, I guess we'll just outro ourselves out. Who are you?
If you like what you heard, please like, comment, subscribe. This is Renagamer as Imperium. And that's it.
Well, everybody, like I said, as co-leader of the Essence, it's been your boy Rig. Also, big fan of the homie Renegamers channel.
Big facts.
And like I said, it's been your boy Rig, once controlling Joseph Warhorn, but now taking over his son of Jason Warhorn.
Oh man, this is yours truly, the DM, the creator of the essence, Phoenix, the fallen angel.
Confirmed trap in season 2.
Fuck you.
We love you guys. We appreciate everybody who's kept up with this crazy story of ours, and see y'all next episode. Peace.
We out.